League action again a week after the grand finale finish. We are on. Hey guys, how you going? Sitting down BKR Sports. We are ready to rock and roll here as we've got the Australia versus Papua New Guinea in the PMXIII games. Now, just to clarify here, guys, this is not the Pacific Championship. This is not the Pacific Bowl. This is what basically Albo's picked together. He's put together as his starting 13 to take on who the Prime Minister of Papua New Guinea has selected, which is pretty much, well, actually, it's not as much the Papua New Guinea team as you would think, because there is no Jacob Arlick. I put him in the thumbnail thinking that he was going to be here today. But it's not like a full straight up 13 here from Papua New Guinea. There is just a lot of guys that you might not have heard of before. But that does obviously come when you're looking at teams like your Papua New Guineas, like your Fijis, like your Cook Islands and whatnot. You will see players that sometimes you just wouldn't have heard of before. But yeah, look, Papua New Guinea always are tough. They do usually get a score put past them in this game here. But it is basically like a second in charge to the Kangaroos who play next week, and similar would go with Papua New Guinea. So it'll be interesting. The women's just won 50-0 over the women Papua New Guinea team, which actually was a pretty good game for the Papua New Guinea women's team. To only concede 6 points in the second half was pretty impressive. They did actually get 44-0 in the first half, however, which was disappointing, but not for Australians anyway. But that was a star-studded Australian women's team, man. Like, let me just quickly go through. I know we'll get into the men's game in just a second here, guys. Obviously, hit that like button and subscribe. I'm in Fiji right now, if you can't tell the difference in the background. But let's go to the women's international here. So, like, the comparison between the two teams, I can tell you that if you're an Aussie watching the NRLW, there is probably not a single one. Maybe you might know S.A. Banu for the women's, maybe Sareka Mulka. Outside of that, there's not going to be anyone there you really recognise from the NRLW, right? But then you look here at this the Australian PMXIII team, selected by Albo again. I tell you what, like all these girls, how they didn't make the Kangaroos is baffling. Tegan Berry, Abby Church, Rory Owen, Jamie Chapo, Keel Brown, Jessie Southwell, Kira Dibb, Lily Peacock, Emma Manselman, Sophie Holdingman, Shaylee Bent, Kazi Apsbury, Chester. Gee whiz, it just continues to go. Shante Tamara, Ella Costa, Grace Kemp, Lauren Brown. Like, that's an incredible squad. It just, absolutely incredible squad. So, it definitely doesn't surprise me that the first half of the 44-0. However, the second half was a bit disappointing. But let's get into this game here. In the men's game, guys. Obviously, Papua New Guinea versus Australia here at Santos National Football Stadium in Port Moresby, Papua New Guinea. This game is every single year, which is really good. Really good to watch a couple of not yet broken through guys. You know, guys who are really just off the mark, I guess, in regards to the big teams, and in regards to Australia, and I guess it is just a little bit of, it's not like an all-star game. I wouldn't call it that. I would not call this an all-star game, but you've got a really good mix of players that are coming through, or just players that deserve to be represented, but aren't necessarily at that big time level kind of deal. So it's always a little bit of a fun game. Let's go through these two team lineups here, guys. Obviously, whack that thumbs up button, subscribe if you're new around here, and let's crack on. So for Papua New Guinea, the fullback, Sunny Wambo, with the wingers being Elijah Rotinga and Brandon Nima. The centers of Alex Max and Robert Matthias. Where's Derby? Okay, so there mustn't be that many starting Papua New Guineans here for their main team here. You got the 5'8", Finley Glare, and the halfback is Jamie Mavoko. The front row forwards of Sylvester Namo. Actually, PNG play here next week in Fiji. Sylvester Namo, he's the one that I do remember. Sylvester Namo and Koso Bandi are the front row forwards, with Judah Rembu, the captain, in the hooker. Good little play there. Dan Russell, he's in the back row alongside Benji Cott, and Ila Alu is the lock. Interchange of Liam Horn, Jordan Patt, Murray Connors, Dudley Detoy, Joshua Meyer, Sakaias Kamati, and Morea. That is the Papua New Guinea team. So I recognise Liam Horn. I recognise Benji Cott's name. Dan Russell, obviously. I think he's at the Dragons now. I think he's still at the Dragons, if I'm not mistaken. Jurimbu, good play there to watch out from the hooker. Sylvester Namo, he's always crushing it. But that 1 through 7, I've heard of Brandon Nima. That 1 through 7 is pretty much all unknowns there. That you will obviously see change when they take on Fiji next Friday night. I believe it is here in Suva, in HFC Bank Stadium. So, yeah, let's see how this team does go today. Obviously, a lot of people that you will be brand new with. Now, for the Australian team, you've got Fletcher Sharp, Dazmate's brother, as the fullback, man. Oof, the hairstyle of dreams, mate. He's got a hairstyle of dreams, that bloke. Xavier Savage and Alofiana Khan-Pereira on the wings, with the centres being Ruben Garrick and Sean Russell. I bet you a lot of people are complaining about Xavier Savage, not Xavier Savage. I think Xavier Coates said he wanted to play for Australia, didn't he? Which is pretty crazy, but in the same sense, you know, his choice there. But that Xavier Savage just reminded me there. He's obviously from the Raiders. But my boy Loffy, get around Loff. Oh, gee whiz, he's unbelievable, Loffy. He's unbelievable, that Loffy out of Canberra, bro. He's the fastest bloke on the planet, son. The centres, Ruben Garrick and Sean Russell, with the 5'8" being Lachlan Galvin, halfback Jamal Fogarty. You go to the props, Sammy McIntyre, my boy, and Alex Seyfarth. The number 9 is Damien Cook, which is the captain. My boy, Bowie Firma. What an absolute slapdog millionaire, son. Bowie Firma, he's a beautiful man. With Dylan Lucas as well in the back row. Kobe Hetherington goes to the lock. The interchange, Jacob Little, Tallis Duncan, Ethan Bollamore, Lukey Brooks. What a machine. Tyron Wishart and KO Weeks. So very, very strong lineup here for Australia still. Couple of rando selections, I'm not going to lie to you. Like, it's quite odd to see Sean Russell here. I'm not going to lie. I can understand a large part of this. Alex Seyfarth's a bit interesting, considering. And another one maybe that I'll be a little bit confused with would be... like, they're all kind of fine. It's just like... It's a weird mix. It's a weird mix. So, like, Australia should win this game well today. They really should, with this talent here on the board. But Papua New Guinea are a tough team, man. I tell you what, like, people always discredit Papua New Guinea, especially when Papua New Guinea play Fiji. You look at Fiji, and they've got a lot of players on their team, like your Makasivos, like your Mikhaili Ravalawas, like your Brandon... plays for the Tigers now. Was it the Bulldogs and stuff? Brandon something. Anyway, you know, you got all these kind of guys. Viliami Kikau, Dewey Kamikamitha. You've got all these guys who actually on paper play for all these different NRL teams, and Apikonowisau. And people are like, oh, Fiji, they're gonna whoop him, they're gonna destroy him. But Papua New Guinea, you look at their team, and they've got guys really. Occasionally, some play Super League, some will play for the Papua New Guinea, the Hunters and whatnot, the Queensland Cup team. But they just work hard. They just are tough, and they just have these really, really big bodies, and they're so passionate, man. Papua New Guinea is the most passionate rugby league fans in the entire world. Like, they just are. You know, everyone talks about Tonga and Samoa and all this sort of jazz. I'm telling you, Papua New Guineans are the craziest fans when it comes to rugby league, and that is just nearly a fact. I don't think anybody can debate that at this point, especially when you hear about, like, the stories of origin, stories of just how these villages and these communities in Papua New Guinea really just get behind this sport, man. Like, look at this stadium; it's always packed out. I'm pretty certain it's nearly confirmed that they're going to be the next team. I'm pretty certain it's nearly confirmed they're about to be the next NRL team. So it's going to be interesting to see how it goes, by the way. Bears, how you going? Sorry, just a little bit of a laugh there. Had to do that. But all right, let's get to the chat. Let's see what you guys are saying. Obviously, smack that like button, subscribe if you're new around here. And let's go. Let's go. Brendan Wakeham, thank you, Mitchell. Brendan Wakeham, not one of the sexiest men on this earth. You know, he's something. All right, he's something. He does a little bit of something. All right. Unbranded says hello. Hello, Unbranded. How you doing? Chewbacca says I will not debate that. You will not debate what? What are you? What are we not debating? What are you not debating here? All I know is that I'm expecting this to be a decent score, but, you know, it's always good to see when there's like a big moment that happens, when there's like a big thing that happens on the field. It's always good to hear the crowd just erupt. And it happens in Fiji too. Papua New Guinea and Fiji are very, very similar countries, but just one's got a lot less terrorism is what I would say. For now, anyway, for now. Also don't forget Brad Fittler is the coach. But the always good thing is when there's a huge moment that happens, like a big hit, the whole crowd just lifts up, and that's what we love to see. Andrew Bago says that PNG are the most passionate. Yeah, look, they are. They just simply are, man. They love this game. They die for this game. Statistically, there is a lot of people that die for Origin and whatnot. Statistically, yeah. I would say that more Australians would probably get behind Papua New Guinea to do well here. May not win, but like to get close here. Not that it will happen, but just to get close, just to keep it interesting and to, you know, Australians, it's weird that we have this relationship with International Rugby League where we win all the time. Like, we win all the World Cups, right? And New Zealand win one game 30-0 last year. I think they're the best team ever. It's like, relax, hold on. It was one game. Good work, great work, but like, cool your farm a little bit. But the point is, Australia wins so much that Australians actually kind of want to see other teams like these developing nations, Papua New Guinea, Fiji, Samoa, Tonga, Cook Islands, all that, to actually give it a good crack against the Aussies. We want to see this game really develop. We do. We want to see this game really develop. So it'll be interesting to see how this Pacific Nations Cup goes next week. Please don't spam, George Murphy. Please don't spam, brother. We get it. You just have to put Tonga there once. It's all good. We'll see it. Tonga beat Oz. That's great. That was one time. This is the point, though, right? Like, and then Tonga also got beaten by Samoa, who then went and got whooped by Australia in the World Cup final last year or the other year. That's the point, though. Like, it's great to see it happen from time to time, and when you want to see it, but Tonga's not developed enough yet. Still, there's just not enough development there yet. Alongside, and that's why I said about 4 years ago, right? And I'm really sorry, Olivia. I've seen your comment. I just want to continue with this. About 4 years ago, I actually said, everyone was saying Tonga is the team to look towards going into the last World Cup. I said, no, it's actually Samoa, because you had guys like Stephen Crichton, you had all these guys, and everyone was like, no way, Tonga's got all these, they beat Australia the other year. I was like, that's just a one-off friendly game. Like, there's a difference between the friendlies and when you're playing in a World Cup. There is a difference between the friendlies and when you're playing in the Pacific Championships and whatnot, right? But people, they look at it, like, anyway, point of the matter is that it's good to see those kind of results. We do want to see it happen more so, though. We do want to see it really start to develop more and more and more. Olivia River Date, $8 donation. Get around your Olivia. Get around your Olivia. That's another date on the donor. Come on, Papua New Guinea. And there's your point right there. But then again, you are a Kiwi. Olivia is a Kiwi. Olivia is a Kiwi. Who is still trying to get over the fact that Australia has won, I think, the last 5 in a row World Cups now. I voted for you in the Creative Awards. Appreciate that. Yeah, no, the Creative Awards the other day. I think I won Most Passionate and also Best YouTube and whatnot. I actually didn't promote it, right? I didn't promote it. I saw everyone else doing their promotions and whatnot. So because I wanted it to be, I actually wanted other people to win, right? But I wanted other younger, like smaller creators and whatnot to kind of get their limelight. And that's why I didn't really want to promote it, so that my audience didn't just vote me, if you know what I'm saying. But I still polled and still won a couple. So that was good. It's always good to do that kind of stuff. But yeah, no, it was winning Most Passionate. I'm not surprised with, but yeah, no, I would like to see some smaller creators and stuff win those other awards and all that to a jazz. But then again, there was a couple of funny awards. There's a couple of awards where it was like, okay, they're nominated, sure, okay, the people do what they want. George Murphy says, yeah, but Samoa never won against Oz. That's great, but Samoa were in a World Cup final against Australia. When was the last time Tonga were in a World Cup final? You know what I'm saying? With that being said, I love Tonga. I would love to see them do well, but you're holding on to a game from 7 years ago, mate, that was one time. That's not really the purpose or point of what we were saying here, and it also doesn't mean like, oh, okay, well, that means Tonga's guaranteed here. It's like, well, not necessarily. They've won one game against them and haven't won since. By the way, they're out in the field right now. We're just about to sing the national anthems of Australia and Papua New Guinea. Guys, hit that thumbs up button and subscribe if you're new around here. Couple of national anthems coming on up here, son. Fire it up. So how many teams represented here? So Knights, Fletcher Sharp, Raiders, David Savage, Manly, Ruben Garrick, Sean Russell, Eels, Titans, Lachlan Camperera, Tigers, Lachlan Galvin, Raiders again for Jamal Fogarty, Cowboys, Tommy Mack, Damien Cook, Dragons. I guess you'd still classify as Rabbitohs because it's still this year. He hasn't trained with the Dragons yet. So I'd say Rabbitohs. Alex Seyfarth would be Tigers. Is he still Tigers? I think he is. Bowie Firma, Titans again. Dylan Lucas, Knights. Kobe Hetherington, Broncos. Jacob Little would be the El Dragon. Tallis Duncan, Rabbits. Ethan Bullimore, Manly. Luke Brooks, Manly. Tyrone Wishart, Storm. And Kale Weeks, Raiders. So pretty diverse. Interesting that there's no Sharks here. There's no Sharks. There's no Dolphins. How many telling that will be in the big game, though, next week for the Kangaroos? I guess Dolphins. There's no Sharks that I can see. It's no surprise there's no Panthers, obviously. Most of those guys are Samoans for starters, but also would be playing for Australia / New Zealand as well, Fisher Arrows. Who else is not really... At least Wishart's there for the Storm. Is there any other teams not really represented? Raiders have represented a couple of times, same with the Knights. Roosters? Can't see anyone from the Roosters here. Can't see anyone for the Roosters there. Interesting. Oh, it's true. In the next week, they're meant to announce the Papua New Guinean team. Okay, cool. Brocky Sports says hello. Hello, Broggy. Big fella. We ready for this one? Who do you reckon wins? I hope I'm not too far behind. Obviously, I am in Fiji, guys, so I am watching via a stream. I'm going to next week and whatnot. I'm actually going to be jumping on for I'm going to probably watch it in the big TV room. But for next week, when the Pacific Championships are on, I will probably get a VPN, so that I can put myself and watch KO in Australia. We'll probably be doing that one, but we'll see how it goes. I just think that that'll be a lot better next week. Currently, I'm watching it via a streaming service, but that always sucks because you have to keep on refreshing. Tommy, over 22 months. What a legend. Oh, 22, not 22, 32 months. Gee whiz, Tommy's been around here for a while, the old Manly. What happened with Jason Saab, mate? He told us that he was going to be in the grand final, so he wouldn't be in the running race. Well, listen, he wasn't in the running race. There was no running race. However, Manly were not in the final. No, they were not. They were not in the final. Thank God there is no Roosters players. No one will stay down now. No one will stay down now. Are you trying to say that they stay down the tackle? As in like fake? You trying to say you calling them actors, son? Calling them actors? Are they good actors? They bad actors? Jeez, by the way, what's happened with that young Philly situation? Yikes. That is a big old yikes there. If you know the UK YouTube scene, big old yikes. All right, so the big Papua New Guinea national anthem is on right now. Jeez, I always hate having to start off the trip by watching on these stupid websites, man. Oh, please just be a good game. Please just be an enjoyable one where Papua New Guinea, they don't necessarily win, but geez, this is going to actually annoy me the entire time. It is. Terrible, terrible actors. Terrible. Terrible actors. But good to see it's a pumped up crowd. It's what you want to see. Although the result doesn't necessarily go in their favour, it is always good to see that people still just turn up in support of their nation, you know. It's always good to see. And that's why they're going to get a team, even though they probably shouldn't. And a lot of Papua New Guineans also agree with that, to be fair. A lot of Papua New Guineans do agree with that. However, they will get it. Politically. Still listening to the Papua New Guinea national anthem right now. Logan Borsak says, Lofty 3+ try scorer. Mate, 30+ try scorer. How about that? Lofty, 30+ try scorer. Come on, we've got to get with the times. You're not with the times here. And there's going to be 3+ tries scored by Lofty the first 3 minutes of the game. And then there's going to be 17 more tries in the next half. And the half after that, we're going to see just another 10. And it's going to be ridiculous. It's going to be ridiculous. Oh, so I must have missed the national anthem of Australia, by the way. So we've already done that. We're about to kick it off right now, guys. So hit that thumbs up button, subscribe. Does anyone have any bets in this game? Like, how many try scorers have you got? Because I know that a lot of people, if they are betting, you more than likely would have put on about 1 billion try scorers here. I know Loffy's there for at least a double. What are we doing now? Oh, it's warm-up. So I was like, what is this formation? What are they form? Oh, we're still like 5 minutes away. Oh, that was weird. Okay, so now they're just doing warm-ups and whatnot. I was like, what's going on? They're like doing like an NFL hurt setup. I'll go Loffy try scored. I would say Loffy Hattie. I will say Loffy Hattie. I will go Xavier Savage for double. Yeah, Bowie Furman's got to get one. No way Bowie Furman don't get one. No way Bowie Furman don't get one here. He's going to crush it. He was so close to making the Origin squad a couple of years ago, and then unfortunately did his ACL last year, but at least this year, well, he's been really good this year for the Gold Coast Titans. One of our better players, which has been extremely necessary through a very, very tough year. It has been extremely necessary for players like Bowie Furman to get back to their best, which is what we all know they can do. Oh, jeez, this is what I hate not being just on Simon and KO. Olivia says, I'll be at the Pacific Championship next week. Oh, yeah, that's right. At Suncorp. Was it Australia-New Zealand? No, it's not Australia-New Zealand. Is it Australia-Tonga? Is that the first game? Because I know England plays Samoa up there in the Northern Hemisphere, just like Tonga did last year, and Samoa was in this tournament. I hope Tonga take this tournament a little bit more seriously. Samoa last year didn't really give a shit about the tournament. They played just a whole bunch of youngsters. There was no Jerome Luai, I don't believe. There was no Stephen Crichton. Like, it was just... Suafailonga was good to watch, but the Samoans really took it as a little bit of a development tournament, which was really disappointing because Australia would beat them by 50 and then New Zealand would beat them by 50. It was pretty disappointing there, so I really hope that Tonga don't do that this year. Aguero man for 30 months, get around you. Get around you, Mr. Aguero. Get around you. Lagan Baltic says, hold up, am I hearing a Lofty Hattie with a Bowie double and a cheeky 79th minute Fletcher Pappenhausen try? Now that's looking cheeky. That is looking like a cheeky little option there, Lagan Baltic. So I think that Lofty Hattie is a guarantee. And then a Bowie double is even more of a guarantee, really. But the cheeky 79th minute Fletcher Pappenhausen try, I'm going to say no. Because I'm going to say that's also going to complete the bet there in the 9th minute of the game. Because Lofty will get a hat trick in the first 5. Bowie a double in the next 4. And then in the 9th minute, you've just added a 7 there for no reason. The 9th minute is when Fletcher Pappenhausen will score his try. That's right. Jason Demetrio is the coach of Papua New Guinea. It was Justin Holbrook, but obviously he's at the Sydney Chooksters now as an assistant coach. Holbrook as an assistant coach there of the Chooksters. Now, mate, I reckon you're the cheeky one, mate. Listen, no, you. By the way, anyone been keeping up with the Ned Brockman run this week? I've been obsessed with it, man. It has completely consumed my life. What's a master lap, you know? What is an actual master lap? That's the question that we all must ask ourselves. So here says KP and Firma is my bet, and I'm probably getting to cover the plus 29.5 line, but let's see. Plus 29.5. Ooh, it's going to be tight, man. It's going to be close. It's going to be close. Are you at Fiji now? Yes, I am in Fiji. So here, yes, I am. International breaks suck. International breaks do suck, but not in rugby league because there's no break. It's just bang bong, the full-on game. But here we go. Ruben Garrick will be kicking off here for the Aussies here. All tries set up by the man, the myth, the legend, Lachlan Galvin. Mate, I tell you what. Keanu Kinney is going to absolutely romper stomp. Absolutely romper stomp at this tournament, son. He's going to romper stomp it. He's going to absolutely romper stomp it beyond no means when he plays for New Zealand. I'm picking JD and his boys to get them home. Sports Zone, do you reckon you've got Papua New Guinea to win this, do you? If you've got Papua New Guinea to win this, all right, good luck. Home to the NRL, did you watch the PM's Women's 13? Yeah, I did. I thought the first half was really dominant by Australia. Second half was quite disappointing, but I do think when you're up by 44-0, you know you're not going to lose the game. So, I think the weather of Papua New Guinea is very difficult to play in. The weather in Papua New Guinea is very, very difficult to play in. So, I would assume the Australian Chicks just got tired. But how about that hit from Esebanu? What a whack as the last tackle of the game. Look at the poll. Yeah, look, Aguero, there is going to be a lot more Papua New Guineans who will care about this game compared to the Aussies and whatnot. So that poll more than likely will stay in favour of Papua New Guinea throughout the day. But guys, keep voting in the poll. Let us know what you think. So he says, crazy thing is my mum, who her parents are Indian and Kiwi descent, but she herself was born in Lautoka, Fiji, which is crazy. It's not too crazy. Like Fiji has a very large Fiji Indian base. There's a lot of people of Indian descent here. It's quite a popular country for Fiji Indian locals, man. And Lautoka is about 40 minutes away from me. Sports Zone says Fletcher Sharp is the only thing that can stop a JD coach team. Why are we still waiting, by the way? It's 5:05 or 4:05 p.m. for you guys in Sydney. 3:05 p.m. for you guys in Queensland. I think that would be the same for Papua New Guinea. I'm not too sure. For us here in Fiji, it's 5:05, but it's time to kick off. Why are we not kicking off yet, folks? What's happening here? What happened? We're going to put the ball down? We're going to kick the ball? Or we're just going to muck around? We twiddling our thumbs. We're twiddling our thumbs here, son. I refreshed it. See? I'm on the job here, son. I'm on the job here. Lit box. That's at the top. Still wait for this kickoff. Do you think that we will get the kickoff today? Let me know in the chat. Do you think we will kick this game off today? Or it will kick off next year? We're not too far away from next year. It's still got standby for countdown to kickoff. Well, we're still waiting for it. They're putting the ball on the kicking tee now. We might get there eventually. Garrett's still waiting. One day. There is no one place holding it. We are still waiting, just in case you weren't aware. I do notice that in Papua New Guinea at these games, it's like the first, 10 seconds ago to kick off, it's like the first half, this area is sold out, and then the corners down are sold out, and the corners up are not sold out. But as the game goes on and people start talking about it more people just come out. So the first run of the game happens, and Papua New Guinea get this ball out here to the 15. And that was number 10 there. So that'd be what? Sylvester Namo, was it, for Papua New Guinea? Nakoso Bandi. Big bopper. Second tackle now for the Kumbals. They'll get this ball out to the 25. Out to the 25 here. Keep up this effort, man. We just want to see this effort. Some bloke's got 27.5, 29.5 on the plus. Good luck. Usually the first half, as we saw in the women's game, you always lost the ball. He's lost it. Oh, play on. Judah Rimbu was looking for the 6 again, but apparently no. I think it probably should have been 6 again. How that ball came out looks like it probably should have been 6 again. But fit tackle now for PNG at the halfway point. They go right-hand side. And then number 7, who I haven't seen before, the number 7 is Jamie Mavoko. Any Papua New Guineans in the chat, can you let us know, where does Jamie Mavoko play? Does he play for the Papua New Guinea Hunters? Does he play in the, I think it's the Digicel Cup that you have as your domestic rugby league competition? Or is he Super League? He's definitely not in the NRL that I've seen anyway. He might be a part of a New South Wales Cup team or Queensland Cup team for all I know. But Jamie Mavoko is the 7 there. All right, Australia now. They'll bring this ball out here to the 25 through my boy Bowie. Firm it up. Firm it up, Bowie. And now it's going to be Sammy McIntyre who'll get this ball out here to the 33. I'm doing well considering it's quite blurry. Now, fit tackle, Damien Cook. He'll pass that ball out to the right where they'll kick it down. And we'll bounce over the top. And now we'll go back to the 15. Jeez, Sammy Wumbo letting that ball bounce. Oh, gets crunching the tackle at the 20. Good chase there by Lachlan Galvin. And then they'll get this ball out now to the 30. Second tackle. Yeah, it was actually a really good opening set here. It would be great to see a game that's close. It's what we want to see. We want to see a game that is close. No one wants to see a blowout in, mate. Deary me. Fourth tackle now, Papua New Guinea at the halfway point. Judah Rimbu. Judah Rimbu, I believe, is also part of Super... Maybe not the Super League, the Championship, which the Championship, I believe, is the league underneath the Super League. All it takes is, how are you watching the stream from the gym at the moment? I don't know why you let us know that, but thank you very much anyway. Australia now will get this ball here at the 15. Not that watching us, but telling us that you're watching it from the gym. Okay. But Australia... Oh! Whacked is Fletcher Sharp. Dad's mate in shambles. Dad's mate in shambles. Fletcher Sharp has just been sent packing into the ground. He has been absolutely pile-drived there, the old Fletcher Sharp. Now Australia get it out at the 30. Gee, I tell you what, Papua New Guinea is starting this game off quite well. Dylan Lucas out to the 35. Papua New Guinea is starting this game off quite well. There might be numbers here, though. No, they just run it straight up the guts, and they'll be 45 metres out, fit tackle. Oh, he's lost the ball. Papua New Guinea on fire. He has lost the ball. Papua New Guinea are on fire here. They are fired up. They're actually rocking, man. They are absolutely rocking. They're going to get the ball in a great position here. So 3 minutes in. I'm going to try and set this tick-a-tocker up. We try and set this tick-a-tocker up. There we go. And put that live. That is a knock-on there by Australia. And Papua New Guinea are going to get the first chance of the game. Safer at his finest. That is a very safer thing to do there, Mitchell. Yes. But let's see Papua New Guinea score now. Let's see them take advantage of this opportunity. It's a great opportunity here for them. Great opportunity. Koso Bandy, he gets his ball to the 22. Judah Rimbu goes left-hand side now. And up to Sylvester Namu. Oh, Namu's still going. Listen to the crowd, the atmosphere. It's flying right now. Flying. 10 metres out, third tackle. They cut it across. Now they're going to be 4 metres out, Samuel Wumble. Listen to this atmosphere. It is pumping. They are 3 metres out. Crash play by Alu. Will not be able to get over the line. 1 metre out. Fifth tackle. Judah Rimbu. Oh, I don't know. Has he got it? I think he's got it under the post. Has he got it? They're called try. 4-0 Papua New Guinea. 4-0 Papua New Guinea. That's crazy. You can tell they're on here, man. You can tell they're on. Jared Troy's just come Papua New Guinea make a game of this. Mate, absolutely. That's what we want to see. The opening set of Papua New Guinea has been unbelievable. The second set was also great. They forced an error out of Australia, went up and scored straight away. Now, we had to make sure there's a try first, but unbelievable. Judah Rimbu. What a man. What a man. Over the top of Damo Cook. Dragons fans, eat your heart out. Dragons fans, eat your heart out. Let's just go live here on TikTok. Up there you go. And the Papua New Guinea fans go crazy there, man. You can just tell this atmosphere, bro. It's like it's rumbling. It is literally like rumbling in my eardrums. So Judah Rimbu got 16 tries in Queensland Cup in 2024. So he must have been playing for the Papua New Guinea Hunters. Must have been playing for the Papua New Guinea Hunters. Rather see a 2014 game over 56-0. What was last year's game? I don't think last year's game was a massive, massive blowout, was it? Or was it? Maybe like the first half or whatnot. I think last year's game, Pacific Championships, Internationals, 2023. It was 30-18. Yeah, it was a relatively close game. It wasn't anything insane. Oh, they're checking it still. They're just making sure it goes over. No, he's gone for the kick. But yeah, 30-18 was to Australia, obviously. In 2023 was the score. So, probably it's maybe just a game that we don't expect to be as good as it has been. Let's go back a couple of years to actually check out when the last time it was a blowout. 2022 was 64-14. No, that was in Suncorp. Oh yeah, the PMXIII game. Yeah, so no, the last 2 years have been close. Maybe hopefully this year as well, with it being 6-0 to Papua New Guinea. But the year before that, obviously, was a big blowout there. Big blowout there. Firing up, though. Firing up. Is this game in Papua New Guinea? Yeah, Jared Troy. This game is in Port Moresby. It is in Port Moresby. Let's just get there. But how good. What a start. That's what we'd like to see, man. 7 minutes gone. 6-0 Papua New Guinea. I still think I was going to win, but a younger side at the moment can definitely be close since I took the line 29.5. No, I love to see it. You do love to see it. Well, it's always a younger side, mate. We're not always going to be seeing, well, you're never going to be seeing the big-time stars because they're playing for the Kangaroos against Tonga next week, against New Zealand the week after and whatnot, right? So this is more of a development game for Australia. Whilst Papua New Guinea are kind of using it too, this isn't their full team. This is not their full team, mate. They usually play with Lachlan and Lamb. They usually play with... different halves. They've got, that's a knock on from public. That's enough knock on. Wow, Revs missed the call there. Charles Rucker says, hey Blaze, love your work, bro. Go to the Commonwealth. Get around you, Charles Rucker. You're a legend, brother. Appreciate you for the follows here on TikTok. Get around it. Minecraft says, can we be friends with TikTok? Oh, they kick it down. Oh, Fletcher Sharp's knocked it on. And Papua New Guinea are going to get the ball 10 metres out. Papua New Guinea are going to get the ball 10 metres out. They're up 6-0. They're firing on all cylinders right now, man. Papua New Guinea's KFC Turkey. He's firing up right now. He's firing up. So I feel like even some of us Australians want to see Papua New Guinea kind of win. Mate, I'm kind of getting back and behind him right now. Because, this isn't our main team. It will be a little bit embarrassing. But with that being said, it helps the development of rugby league. It helps the development of the game. It's what you want. It is what you want. B says, I'm from Papua New Guinea, a Tigers diehard. We'll be cheering for Galvin and Seyfarth. Hope both do well. Cornwalls will be on the roll. Go Papua New Guinea. Well, they're on the roll right now, mate. 10 metres out. Up 6-0. Let's see if they can get another try. They go right-hand side here. Jirimbu feeds it. He's having a good game so far. Having a good game so far. And 5 metres out here from the line. Second tackle. Second tackle here. 4 metres out. Jirimbu. He goes left-hand side here. Here's a chance here, Papua New Guinea. Oh, this might be an obstruction, but it's a try time for Papua New Guinea again. It's 10-0 with the key to come. I want to look back at the obstruction here. I do want to look back at the obstruction, but that is another try here to Papua New Guinea. It's 10-0 with the key to come. This is 10-0 with the key to come here to Papua New Guinea. Whoa. I do want to have a look a little bit on the inside there. Third man in. Third man in may have been an obstruction here on a player. But this is an unbelievable start here from the Papua New Guinea Cornwalls. Guys, it's been 10 minutes here in the first half. Hit that like button. Subscribe for new around here. Now, the knock-on, unfortunately, from Fletcher Sharp that went straight into the winger there for the Cornwalls set the Aussies up for a bad moment. They just get it out to the left-hand side. No, he makes the tackle. No, this is fine. This is a great try. No, it is fine. Yeah, it is fine. And Robert Matthias there for Papua New Guinea will score. It's 10-0 with the kid to come. Finley Glare. That was a really nice pass there at the back. Blaze number $13 on PointsBet. My brother put 10 on them. Could this be? So I don't think Papua New Guinea win this game, but this is a great start, man. It is. It is a great start from here at the moment, CU. And that was very easy. You know, this Australian team, they can't come into this game thinking they've already won it because, as you can see here, Papua New Guinea do have the talent to go up 10-0. You know, like I said, they're not playing guys like Jacob Arlick, Alex Johnston. They're not playing guys like Justin Olam. They don't have guys like Lachlan Lamb in this team or Lachlan Lamb and Kyle, something else. Point is, this is looking really strong in Papua New Guinea, and you love to see it. You do. You love to see it. Having the NRL says everything is going great for Papua New Guinea. It is very early days. We're only 11 minutes gone here, but yeah, it definitely does. It definitely does. AWI's coming the Aussies. I just want a good game, mate. And this is always going to be more of a good game than... this is always going to be more of a good game. Oh, the kick! Oh, he's curled it in. That's unbelievable. Everything is going Papua New Guinea's way right now. That's beautiful. That is beautiful. Michael's a good bro from Chicago. Get around here to Chicago. Fire up. Fire up. But that is a huge kick there. 12-0 here to Papua New Guinea. That was from as far on the wing as you could possibly think. It looked like it shanked it massively, but it curled back in. They know what they're doing. Fidelis is who's playing. Papua New Guinea PMXIII game against the Australian PMXIII game. What a start, mate. Fire it up. Fire it up. So he says, Blaze, like you think I think Oz will win, still win, but I'm being stubborn by... Oh, no way. They actually broke the plane and then bounced back here for Australia. So the kickoff, the short kick has come straight back to them. They're getting frustrated already, Australia, because if they're going already for that short play option, I tell you what, man. I tell you what, huge. Appreciate you, Fidel, for following. So Australia got the ball here, second tackle, and can they? That's 6 again here for the Aussies. First tackle here, 28 metres out. It broke the plane and then came back behind, but that's fine. Right-hand side of Australia, Bowie Firma. Go, Bowie. That's my boy, Bowie. Come on, Bowie. He'll be taking down 15 metres out of the line. Second tackle here for the Aussies. Second tackle. What a game, man. This is what we're fired up about. What a game. At the back from Fogarty. Fogarty here gets it to... He's a chance. Short ball, Galvin. And that'll be Dylan Lucas taking down 9 metres out. 6 again, surely. Yep, 6 again. Here we go. Set restart here for Australia. They'll be held up just over the line. No, 1 metre short, actually. Alex Seyfarth, they dropped the ball there. They go right-hand side. They've got numbers here. Surely. Go right, go right, go right, go right, go right, go right, go right. Taking down 5 metres out of the line. That's great defense here in Papua New Guinea so far. That is great defense. Shui says just joined. Wow, down 12-0. Yeah, man. It's been a great start, Papua New Guinea. They're short 10 metres out. If Papua New Guinea can hold this set out, I believe they can win this game. Sammy McIntyre taking down 10. But they've got numbers out left here. They've got numbers out left here. They've got numbers out left here, Australia. And what defense by the Cornwalls, bro. This is incredible to watch. This is incredible to watch here by the Cornwalls defense. 9 metres out. The atmosphere is pumping in Port Moresby at the moment. Fit tackle. Right-hand side. Jamal Fogarty kicks it through. Oh, try time. My boy Bowie Firma. Let's go, Bowie. Let's go, Bowie. Titans on top, baby. Bowie Firma, that's him. Bowie. Firma, flying home, son. Firma, flying home for a try there. There's Bowie, see you. That's my boy. That's my boy, Bowie. So it'll be 12-4 here with the kick to come. And we've got to rely on the Titans, man. I'm sorry, guys. You've got to rely on the Gold Coast Titans to get us over the line here. But I tell you what, Papua New Guinea fans, hold your heads high because that was really good defense. Your defense throughout that set was really good. But that was a nice kick there from an ex-Gold Coast Titan, Jamal Fogarty, for a Titan in Bowie Firma there. Beautiful. Get around you, Joel. Get around you. Legend. But Bowie Firma brings it back within 8. Need to see Ruben Garrett get the kick. But wow. Yeah, I know. That was... They're talking right now about the atmosphere that we just heard. So every single tackle just then, the Papua New Guinean crowd was going up and at them. They were firing up. Every single tackle. If they can do that throughout this game, I'm telling you right now, it will not be easy for the Aussies. It will not be. Thank you for the rose. Get around it. But there we go. They will get the kick here. To make it 12-6 to Papua New Guinea. So he says Papua New Guinea can't even be upset, to be honest. They conceded off a good kick with still gun defense. Yeah, I wouldn't be upset if I was them. I would not be upset if I was them. I would be very impressed that they held out as long as they did. And the way that they did concede was fought by a very good kick. So Bowie Firma has 5 tries in NRL 2024. Appreciate you, Ross Calabry, for sharing the live. Keep on double tapping that screen down here on TikTok. Keep on double tapping that screen, son. And if you're in YouTube, obviously, whack that thumbs up button. But 16 minutes gone here. And it's a 6-point game. Judah Rimbu kicks this ball off. And that also came off a bit of an unlucky with the wind as well. Because Australia did a short kickoff. And it went past the 10-metre plane. It doesn't have to touch. It just goes past the 10-metre plane. Comes back. And the Aussies get it. And then from there, just get 6 again after 6 again after 6 again. So it's very much saying that Papua New Guinea can defend. And they can also attack. However, their discipline is going to be an issue in this game. The discipline is the problem so far. Because they just provided multiple 6 again after 6 again after 6 again just now that just allowed Australia to continue rolling up the field, rolling into free opportunities inside that attacking 10, rolling into free opportunities inside that attacking 20, man. So, yeah, no, that's the only issue that you're more than likely going to be seeing out of Papua New Guinea today from what we've seen so far. But fit tackle now for Australia. They're 45 metres out even the line, and Jamal Fogarty. Its kicking game has been good. Oh, the wind is going to stop that one in its tracks. Gets knocked on there by Papua New Guinea. And Australia will get the ball back here. That's going to be a knock on here from Papua New Guinea. So Australia will get the ball hit at the 25. They will get the ball hit at the 25. It's good to see a few. By the way, AJ, you don't need to be worrying about that timing out stuff today. In regards to the early call, just because I'm a decent bit behind in regards to because I'm over here in Fiji. So if someone does it, just maybe delete it. Don't time them out. Just delete that one individual comment. All right, so Australia here at the 24. Territories is Papua New Guinea falling apart right now. They're not in a fantastic... Oh, Australia knocked it on. And now it's going to be Papua New Guinea ball. Who's falling apart now, Jad Choi? And that would be Australia. Not going to tell you who knocked it on, but it wasn't his fault really. It was the pass. The pass here from Galvin, way too low, man, way too low there, and it will be Papua New Guinea ball here at the 23. Way too low from Galvin. There's no one on the planet who can blame that on Loffy. No way. Kia Hinanson sets up the Storm. Get around it. Get around the Storm. All right, so Papua New Guinea now with the ball. They'll get this ball hit on the 25. It's going to be first tackle here. 18 minutes gone. Judo Rimbu, who's had a play in pretty much everything so far for this Cornwall's team. Second tackle at the 32. Well, it is showing good signs in regards to how the Papua New Guineans have developed their nation in rugby league in recent years. The last couple of games have been really, really close. And they want to bring that team in. That 17th team or 18th team, they want to make it the the Papua New Guinean team. Ooh, that was close to 4, but it's right. Oh, they nearly got through there. Taking out the 38. But it says, that's Galvin's first ever and only mistake. How dare you throw Loffy under the bus for that one. Fletcher Sharp, here he comes. Look at him fly. He's flying at the 20. Oh, he's still going. Taking out the 25. That was an absolute rocket, son. That was like Ned Brockman. Deary me. He was flying. Now that we're taking down here, Loffy at the 35. Home of the NRLs. The crowd is cheering on every run and tackle by Papua New Guinea. It's good to hear. Like I told you, man, they're the most passionate rugby league fans in the entire world. They are. Clayton says, cheer, brother, up the Sharks. Get around here, bro. Sharkies. I feel like they actually have a good chance to win next year, man. With Adam Fanua-Blake, I think they're going to be massive. They're not losing anyone huge besides Royce Hunt, but it's not a massive, massive loss there, in my personal opinion. Getting Adam Fanua-Blake, I'm really looking likely right outside here for Australia. And it's still going at the 15. At the 10, Xavier Savage, he's stepping. Oh, then he loses the ball. Defense by the Kummels. Defense by the Kummels. And it'll be Papua New Guinea ball at the 10. Unreal. 20 minutes gone here, guys. If you're here on YouTube, hit that like button. Subscribe if you're new around here. If you're here on TikTok, keep double tapping that screen. And also give us a quick little cheeky follow. But it's going to be a water break here. I'm going to have the water breaks here because it is very, very warm and the humidity is rocking. So let me have a look. Port Moresby weather. So it's 31 degrees. The humidity is at 62%. It's not actually as awful as it would normally be. Bit of rain hovering around the area, apparently. So he's just trying to get the ball. It wasn't even really a forced error from Papua New Guinea. It's just that Xavier Savage didn't, flip the ball back strong enough and just decided to drop it. But the highlights so far, so good to see. Going any Raw games this year? So I'm currently in... one second here. Clayton says, this is the ladies game, brother. Oz wins. Mate, it's 12-6 Papua New Guinea in the men's game. This is the men's game right now, man. And yeah, it's Papua New Guinea up 12-6 over Australia. Joel says, you got any Raw games this year? I'm in Fiji, man. And I'll be here for about another month or so. And then come back to Australia, and then go back to Fiji for Christmas and whatnot, man. So we'll see, bro. We'll definitely see, mate. But yeah, it'll be interesting. We'll decide later on. Plenty of time to think about it. But yeah, this is the men's game, bro. In the men's game, we're fired up. Still a water break here. Still 66% of polling options there on the on YouTube, which is quite funny. Still 66% polling options. Sportsman says the A-League sadly has fallen off a lot. Yeah, I used to be so passionate, man. I used to be massive in my Brisbane Raw. I'd go to so many games at Suncorp. I would enjoy vlogging and really pumping up in the den. That was awesome. But I did fall out a lot of love with the league, with the FFA situation and then the APL situation. Was it the APL? Was that the name of it? It was the FFA first, though. I did have a lot of... I knew a lot of people at the time who lost a lot of trust as well in regards to the den, and they're still pumping. It's good to see the den still going, man, and want nothing but the best for them. But yeah, no, I just lost because of a lot of situations that were happening in general across the league in regards to decisions. Yeah, I did lose a bit of my passion for that game, unfortunately. So yeah, no, I still love my football, obviously, and want the Raw to do well, but it's just not as it used to be. I would love to come back, though, I would. Chill Vibe says, I reckon if Papua New Guinea wins this, it'll be a massive contribution towards the NRL bid. I'm pretty certain they've already got it, Chill Vibes. I'm not going to lie to you, man. I'm pretty certain that... they've got it, because it is political at the end of the day, and they do want that political shoring up. But it would be great for the game. I just, as an away fan, I do get concerned for away fans, especially if there's a interesting decision in the 80th minute. But also, they're very strong. They're very strong in that sport, man. Very passionate. So I love that. I'd fly there and do a vlog for the Papua New Guinean team as their home team without being at Titans. I wouldn't do it for Titans. I would do it for Papua New Guinea. Fletcher Sharp let the ball go backwards. And it will be Australia ball here at the 9. It will be Australia ball here at the 9. But Fletcher Sharp's having a shocker as a fullback. He's really struggling. Like, he had a really good run. But besides that, he is really struggling this game so far. Coogie's brother, support them, bro. No, I'm Australian, bro. Or Australian or Fijian. That's apparently to Australia here. Australia/Fiji, bro. You don't get to choose who you support. You don't get to choose who you support, brother. So here says, am I watching Sharp or Cobbo? Yeah, a lot of mistakes so far by Fletcher Sharp. A lot of mistakes. But he would normally play on the wing there for Newcastle. And he's playing as a fullback today. So I wonder why he's 12-6 Papua New Guinea, Chemo. It's 12-6 Papua New Guinea with 22 minutes gone. But Australia's got a penalty. But yeah, he would normally play wing for Newcastle. So interesting that he's playing fullback and they wouldn't select... Who would actually be on offer? I'm surprised they wouldn't take it like a Scotty Drinkwater. You know, who didn't get named for the Australian team. I'm surprised they wouldn't take a... Has Papa now hasn't ever played this? I don't know if he has. Just don't send Klein or Casey Badger and we should be good. Well, also, Ashley Klein didn't have a bad NRL Grand Final. I don't think Ashley Klein was bad in the NRL Grand Final. Third tackle here at the halfway point. They go right-hand side. And now they'll be taking down at the 44 tackle. By the way, it's so funny seeing like people commenting on my YouTube stream of me doing the NRL Grand Final. Crunching hit there from the number 6 there. Probably getting Finley Glare. But it's very fun. Actually, I'm going to wait this first. Fifth tackle, Jamal Fogarty puts that ball up in the air. The chase through the wind. And I think it's a knock on Papua New Guinea. It's a knock on both ways. No, it's just going to be Papua New Guinea ball. It's going to be a knock on Australia. I do find it funny, right? Every single man and his dog, 99.9% of people, when that no try happened, we all thought that was a try. Everybody did, watching it live in regards to, I can't remember what his name was, but for the Storm try, right? Now, everyone has also seen the angle now that it was a no try, and it was the, it's a knock on there, Papua New Guinea. Everyone now has seen the angle of it being a no try, and then I'll get comments saying, oh man, you know, we've all obviously seen the angle now, you know. Well, no shit, Sherlock, so have I. But at the time, we all thought it was a no try. At the time, we all thought it was a no try. It's crazy how you get held responsible and accountable for what you thought live, which was the same thing that everybody else thought live. But then when everybody else has had the chance to go and have a look, just like I have, I get held accountable for what I said live, which was the same opinion as everybody else. That makes no sense, man. Well, what happened, you know? First tackle for Australia at the 15. Tuni Vanu Vinnakeki says, when are you watching this on? I'm watching this on I'm in Fiji, so I'm watching this on a stream on VIP Row. But next week, I'm going to get a VPN for my KO for the Pacific Championships. Third tackle now for Australia. They're 5 minutes out of the line. Rice says, Klein was decent in the grand final. I think people are just looking for anything because they didn't want Penrith to win. I think they're looking for anything because they don't like Klein in general. Oh, short ball here. And Ethan Bullimore, the bopper, he'll be held up over the line. Good defense from Papua New Guinea again. They're still down 12-6, Australia. Australia is still down 12-6. If you are here on TikTok, YouTube is the place to be. But 10 metres out here for Australia. Fourth tackle. Left-hand side. Chance here for the Aussies. Oh, Lucas so close. 1 metre out. Damien Cook kicks it through. That's a knock-on. I think both ways. Yeah, knock-on both ways with the Australia ball at 10. Mark says, go Papua New Guinea. Greg Martin says, KO Weeks on the bench. Would love to see him at fullback for a little bit. Yeah, KO Weeks could go fullback. You've also got the opportunity of putting Ruben Garrick there if you want to move Fletcher Sharp in. Anybody else there? Yeah, pretty much. Like, that's the only real option you'd have because you're not going to move Loffy or Savage. You'd effectively... Yeah, KO Weeks would be the guy you would be looking at. Where did he end up the year in... that was a good dropout, by the way. About the 40. Where did KO Weeks end up at Raiders? Was he 5'8" by the end of the year or fullback? No, he was fullback, wasn't he? Because Jamal Fogarty came back. Ethan Strange was their 6. Am I right? Nate Jays, this is definitely a PM's team. He doesn't know stuff all about footy at bloody elbow. Well, he's a Rabbitohs fan, Nate Jay, but it made his selections for me didn't really make sense. They didn't really make sense a great deal. Like Sean Russell, interesting. Fourth tackle now at the 18. Fourth tackle at the 18. They go left-hand side now off to, I don't even know who that is. Oh, Lukey Brooks. Beautiful man. 5 metres out from the line. Damo Cook. Big pass across. Fletcher Sharp. No. On fifth tackle. He got taken down. Daz, mate, your boy, what's happening? You know, what's happening, your boy? I know Papua New Guinea get the ball back, but Sharp dropped it again. Yeah, so you're not great. Jack Howarth, eh? What about Jack Howarth? Wonderful defense. Yeah, it was good defense there. It was good defense. Keep on double tapping that live. Appreciate you guys. Second tackle here for Papua New Guinea, the 10. And now at the 15. Again, don't forget, guys, it has been 27 minutes and they lead 12-6 Papua New Guinea. Don't forget they are leading by 6 points. Why Sharp running the last? It's a great question. It's a fantastic question, home of the NRL. This is more than 4 on the bench. Yeah, right, and this isn't... Okay, it's a serious game, but it's also not a serious game. That's a 20-40 if it goes out. That's a 20-40 if it goes out. It's a 20... Oh, jeez. Fletcher Sharp will get that at the 10. Hey, run it back hard, Fletcher. You got to make it up. Oh, good pass, actually. Left-hand side. Here we go. Here's my boy, Loff. Oh, good run, Loffy. At the 44. Beautiful. Beautiful, my beautiful. Beautiful. It's my boy, Loff. That's him. That's him. Wonderful defense. Second tackle now for Australia at the 50. There's a good kick there from Papua New Guinea, to be fair. So go to the right-hand side now, and here's a chance here for the Aussies. Here's a chance here for the Aussies. Ruben Garrick switches to the wing. Xavier Savage was playing a bit centre there. Garrick, surely that's a 6 again. Third tackle here at the 20. They cut it across now to Jamal Fogarty. Fogarty here gives it underneath. Set restart for Australia. Surely they score here. Here's a chance. Here's a chance for the Australians. Here we go. Fire it up, and you know who's scoring that one. His name, Tyron Wishart. The Melbourne Storm will score to make it 12-10 with a kick to come to Australia to make it 12-12. Beautiful to see. Beautiful to see Tyron Wishart break on through. Don't know why he's not starting here. He was apparently meant to be starting in the front row, by the way. Why does Tyron Wishart have the 8 on his back? Why does Tyron Wishart have a props number on his back? It doesn't make no sense to me. It not sense to me. So 12-10 Papua New Guinea, but a kick to come Australia to tie the ball game up. Hillbilly says, Albo picked a team that could be beat, so the Papua New Guinea team gets the next license. 3D chess stuff. Yeah, look, I do get where you're coming from. I do. I do get where you're coming from, Hillbilly. I do. Danny Long says they're about to make it 12-60. No, look, I do think Papua New Guinea will keep in this. They have been decent enough. I can see it's still been a bit of a blowout, but I've been happy with Papua New Guinea so far. I have. I've been happy with them so far. So 11.5 minutes to go here the first half. Australia haven't looked fantastic. Even if it isn't too serious, at least Furman and Loffy can wear the Australian jersey and put their name out there for future selection in World Cups or Pacific Championship. Well, Loffy is, I think, his sister was, I think there's some, oh, they missed a kick. What? They missed a kick. It's still Papua New Guinea winning 12-10. How do you miss a kick, son? King says, who remembers when Australia used to wear the jersey number by experience? Wasn't it by experience? I remember the World Cup or the Pacific Championship last year or some shit. It was stupid. No, you are right. Yeah, by experience. It was ridiculous. It was so hard. As like when my job here is to commentate the game. When you're a commentator, right, your brain gets used to numbers on backs. So when you see a number on a back like a 9 and the player is, say, a Lofiana Khan Pereira, you're just like, what are you doing? Like, what's the point? How are you getting new fans into the game? Because then they're going to see that and they're going to see the actual NRL and normal teams like Samoa, New Zealand, Tonga, and all that. And they've all got, oh, massive hit there. They're going to see all the normal shit. And then they're going to be like, why are the Australians the weirdos? What does this mean? It was ridiculous, mate. Ridiculous. Nate J says, Alba has done nothing but root Australia. So I expected nothing less, to be honest. Let's not get down a political path here, please, lads. Let's not go Loff. Ooh, third tackle at 30. Let's not go down a political path, please. Please. Hainsey could keep that home in the NRL says. He's not actually an awful kicker. I've seen him, we filmed a video once, but it didn't come to air. Forward tackle. Oh, knock on Australia! Oh, in a similar area that they've knocked on before. So the Australians will lose the ball in their own 40. Papua New Guinea get another chance. And last time they were given a chance here, they scored. Last time they were given a chance here, they scored. 9 minutes to go in the first half, guys. Hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're new around here on TikTok. Double tap and obviously follow. Can you imagine Nelson at Kiwi shirts with number 2 or 5 on it? Or 1. Yeah. James Fisher-Harris coming out of fullback in the number 1. Errors 5 to Australia, 3 Papua New Guinea. Guys, completion rate 89% Papua New Guinea, 67% for Australia. 67%. Completion rate 67% for Australia. It's unbelievable. It is. Hainsey wouldn't have dropped that ball. Mate, Hainsey would have scored a try with a backflip, son. With a backflip. Oh yeah, predominantly made up of PNG hunters. Predominantly made up of PNG hunters. So there's just an injury here right now. Just an injury here for one of the Papua New Guineans. Good to see everyone we all know. By the way, if you are watching and you are new, everyone here is a regular knows. Next week, I'll be here live for all the games. If you're new, well, guess what? I'm going to be live next week for all the games. We got Fiji. Actually, you know what? Because all the Papua New Guineans here in the chat, would you prefer that I vlog the game going to Fiji versus Papua New Guinea in Suva, because I am here, or would you, or would you rather sit here and stream it and live chat with me here? Let me know in the chat. And this goes for everybody, actually. Second tackle in Papua New Guinea. They're 25 metres out here from the line. Second tackle. Reggie Rocks is who will win. Like, Australia will win, but Papua New Guinea have been really good so far. They've been really good to watch so far. 90% completion rate to Australia, 67%. They're leading 12-10. They were leading 12-0 at one stage. Good run by Judah Rimbu. He is good, man. Oh, that was still better than Namo. My bad. Still very good, Judah Rimbu. They go right-hand side here. Papua New Guinea underneath. They knock it on. And Fletcher Sharp will pick it up at the 13. So it'll be 0 tackle here for the Aussies at the 13. Sitting live stream. Live stream, Police Shining Star says. Let us know in the chat, guys. Let us know in the chat. Guerrero says, I've been seeing Jason David taking kicks on snap and honestly reckon he'll be the best kicker at the charity match next year. Jason David. He's like Daryl Halligan. He's like Hazem El Masri. He's a Dogs fan. When I think of Hazem El Masri, I think of Jason David. When I think of Jason David, I think of Daryl Halligan. Do you know what I'm saying? That's what we're saying here. Even Jonathan Thurston, he was a Bulldog. He learned his kicking from Jason David. Come on, nigga, start thinking. Oh, here we go, Australia here. Lukey Brooks fired up, taking out the 40. Fit tackle, go for a 2-point field goal, you cats. And Jamal Fogarty will put that ball up, and it should be... Wind is difficult there. The breeze knocks it back here for the Australians. Papua New Guinea will pick it up. No, Australia gets it. It's still 5th. It's still 5th. They're just rolling around. He's Xavier Savage taking it down to the 28. Would have lovely been to pass it. Yes. Would have been lovely to pass that ball. Hey, Jason, Dad, my boy's here. He is here. We've just been talking about you, Jason. We've just been talking about you. I can see that you joined the live stream. I don't know if you're still here, but I can see you were just talking about you being the best kicker that ever did live. Thinking you're basically Hazem El Masri. Oh, good little run. Oh, forward pass from Papua New Guinea. 7 minutes to go here of the first half, and Australia will get another chance to take back the lead here. 45 out. 45 out. It would have been quite a sight seeing Hainsey sprinting. Can we not just sit here and shit on my boy Hainsey? Can we not just sit here and shit on him? What's going on here? Why is everyone just randomly shitting on Hainsey? What did he do? What did he do? 6 minutes further to go here. I was thinking talking about hot dogs from Big Brother back in the day. Oh, you're talking... No. Okay, no, Jade, that's a different side of the story. That's a different story with that one. Are you talking about... Are you talking about the situation I think you're talking about, or are you talking about a person named Hot Dogs? Are you going to play in charity match? Sports Zone, I will not be, but I'll be commentating it. I'll be commentating it. They're away to the left-hand side. Luke Brooks. He's a machine. Underneath. Dylan Lucas. Touchdown. Australia. Oh, Jacob Little. Not Dylan Lucas. Jacob Little. Try to for Australia. Yee-hoo. Australia take back the lead 14-12 with a kick to come. And Lukey Brooks, the future Dally M, will provide a beautiful little assist there for charging up the middle. Jacob Little from the Dragons. Charging up the middle. Jacob Little, son. Brooksy babe with a beautiful little, how you going? Beautiful little, how you going? Dragons great, Nate J says. Well, what do you mean Dragons great? You guys have basically shit on him by saying we're going to bring Damien Cook in. Where's Jacob Little going to play next year? 14? Is he playing 14? So he's not even starting for you? So he has a fantastic year for the Dragons and he gets congratulated by being told to piss off. Is that what happens? Dragons? Nate? Is that what's happening? Deary me. It also says 2 future immortals link up there. That was not Loffy and that was not Loffy and Tina Fasil Malawi, mate. Come on, mate. You gotta get with the times in the program. We've got a time, we've got a program here. And you're gonna start getting with that program and also with that time for the time program time. You can start using the noggin. Hey, if I was in charge, mate. If you were in charge, Dave, I tell you what, we'd get you in charge of the Gold Coast Titans. Fix your ankle and play in the charity match. Well, I am actually going to be fixing my ankle, but not in time for the charity match. So maybe 2026 I'd play in it. But I do like commentating, man. Commentating is fun. So he says, bro, you're so right. Little has been actually good as 9. I don't get why they signed Cook. I get he's an Origin player, but can't guarantee it's the same Cook from 18-19. Well, it's not the same Cook from 18-19. We've seen that in the last 5 years. Australia will get the kick, so it will be 16-12 with 5 minutes to go in the first half. But I would have been okay if the Dragons had not gone Damien Cook. I would have been okay if they had not done that. They had kept Little there and gone elsewhere. Who needs a 9? I thought like maybe Canberra could have gone in hard for him. I think they're struggling for a 9. I understand that situation. Who else? Obviously, a lot of people think Panthers. Not really. Mitch Kenny's fine. Eels. I don't know why the Eels wouldn't have gone for him. I think Damo Cook would have been a nice little sign there at the Eels alongside Damo Cook, Mitchie Moses. You got Dylan Brown there. They're obviously moving on Gutho and whatnot, but I think that the Eels could have been a big player in the hooker department. I think you could have even looked towards the Manly path. I don't know if Lachlan Kroger's the guy. You know, Damo Cook would have provided a lot of speed up the guts there and helped out guys like Tommy Trebojevic, Lukey Brooks, and Cherry Evans there. I think Cronulla's fine with Blakey Brayley. Roosters are another interesting one. They're an interesting one because they don't really have a great... Oh, he's away again, Lukey Brooks. Taking out the 35-second tackle. Cook will play centre, Greg Martin says. Thank you, Brad Fittler, for joining the stream. No way, here he is. Jacob Little. Jacob Little with a huge run. Gives it underneath here. 2-time Wishart playing as a prop. Tyron Wishart playing as a prop right now. 25 metres out, third tackle. Gutho to Blacktown City Raiders, I'm told, Nate J says. Thank you, Nate J. Thank you, Blacktown City Raiders. Well, it's on to be alive. Garrick, 10 metres out, 4 tackle. 10 metres out, 4 tackle. Do you know if Nate Butcher is playing? Nat Butcher is not playing. So 4 tackle at the 15. They'll give it left-hand side. Jamal Fogarty. Fogarty here to... Yeah, Little carving up a dummy half. AJWR. Why did the Dragons sign Damien Cook? I think other teams could have used him more. I do. And it's basically telling Jacob Little to get stuffed. Lukey Brooks kicks it through. That's a great pick up there. And he'll get out of the in-goal. He'll get out of the in-goal. Australia lazy. Australia lazy not to get him in the in-goal there. Papua New Guinea just need to get themselves to half-time right now. It's been a fun half for them. They've been fine. They just need to not make a mistake here and just get out of their own area and just hold out for the next 2.5 minutes. Hectic Fred and Haynes in the middle is better than Fisher Harris and Leota. What's going on here? You know, what happened? What happened? What happened here? Could you see Kenny for Blues 9 or Reece Roberts? No, Mitch Kenny's not 9. Mitch Kenny, no, there's many guys there. Kenny does his job well, but Kenny is not... Mitch Kenny is not an Origin hooker, but he does his job well. There is definitely Reece Robson. I'm still taking Damo Cook. Who else is there? You know, there's still Blake Brayley, who would deserve a shot. Good grab there by Xavier Savage. Brings his blood to the 45 to the 50. Good hit. 2 minutes to go in the first half. 2 minutes to go first half. 16-12 in favour of the Aussies. What else was I thinking? Yeah, so Blake Brayley deserves a shout for sure. Who else is Wade Egan's in New South Wales potentially too, isn't he? I think Wade Egan from the Warriors is up Gottaway Sow, Greg Martin, absolutely. Australia kick it down underneath, and Papua New Guinea will grab this in the end goal. And no, they'll get out. Oh, well done. Big number 18, still going, number 18. What a flying run for the number 18 there. Dudley Detoy, get around him. He got all out to the 20. As a penalty, be quick. You've got a minute 14. Be quick, Papua New Guinea. Be quick. Stop high-fiving each other and circle jerking each other and kick the ball over the sideline. Stop giving each other a fiddle and kick the ball over the sideline. What's happening here? A minute to go in the first half. It's a good carry back from the Fijian winger. What? Wait, what? What are you talking about? Anyway, there's way too many hookers I'd have a Mitch Kenny. But that does not mean I'm saying Mitch Kenny's not a good player. I just think that there is players I put above him. So second tackle here for Papua New Guinea at the halfway point. Second tackle, 40 seconds to go here the first half. Good little running by Judah Rimbu. But they've got to be quick, man. They've got to be quick. They're 40 out. There could be a biffer if they keep going like this. He's put his shirt over the top of his head. All right, so right-hand side here, Papua New Guinea. You've got 24 seconds. You've wasted way too much time here, man. You'll probably still get your final 2 tackles. Yeah, you will. Unless you're testing it now. They've got a chance here. Papua New Guinea. 10 seconds. All right, fit tackle. Let's see if they can do something right now. Let's see if they can do something right now. At the back, at the 20. It's fifth. They get it across. They got numbers galore. Kicks it through. Is there chases? Where's the ball going to bounce? It's going to bounce dead ball. And Papua New Guinea will survive, and so will Australia. It is 16-12 to the Kangaroos. Well, the PMXIII Kangaroos. At halftime, 16-12. They were down 12-0, Australians, but they did fight back to make it 16-12. Lukey Brooks, big part of that. Jacob Little has been unbelievable. But for Papua New Guinea, Judah Rimbu, well done. He's been having a really, really good game there. Have been liking Ila Alu. There's also been Sylvester Namo doing what he's doing best. We all know that. Jamie Navoko's kicking game's been fine. And Sonny Wombo has had a few mistakes here and there. But I do think Papua New Guinea are crying out for a fullback. Alex Johnson's usually their fullback. Alex Johnson is usually their fullback. So I do think Papua New Guinea are crying out for like a Sonny Wombo so they can put Alex Johnson somewhere else. Because Alex Johnson ultimately is not a fullback. He is a winger. And I just don't think he's a fantastic bit old of a one, right? So I would love to see someone Wombo really kind of put his entire effort in here and lock down that spot. But there you go, guys. There you go. Halftime 16-12. Hit that like button. Subscribe if you're new around here. And if you're here on TikTok, double tap. And obviously follow if you're new. Lachlan Smith says, hi. Hello, Lachlan Smith. How you doing, brother? Jared Troy says, who'll be 5'8" for Australia? Oh, good question. Let's go have a look at their team. Let's go have a look at who has been named in the Australian line. I'd say Tommy Dearden, surely, before I even have a look here. Pacific Championships. Oh, they wouldn't have named the Australian team yet. No, that's right. They've got the names of the players, but just it's not. They haven't been actually like full on named their positions yet. I would say it's Tommy Dearden. 1 second here. Australia Kangaroos team. Don't want to know the population. No. Kangaroos squad with the Pacific Championships. Here we go. All right. I'm pretty certain Tommy Dearden was named. Barnett, Burton, Bradman, Best, Karen, Coates, Collins, Cotter, Crichton, Dearden. There you go. Anybody else? No, there's no other 5'8". He's the only 5'8" there. Of course it'll be Tommy Dearden. Tommy Dearden 5'8", and you'll have Mitchie Moses, the halfback. Ben Hunt, probably the interchange number 9 alongside Harry Grant, like they usually do for Queensland. But Harry Grant's a VC, so you assume Harry Grant starts then. Maybe Ben Hunt is their 14 and Harry Grant goes 9. Maybe they chop it up this time round. Zai Yobby the 13. Zai Yobby 13. Mitchie Moses will go to 7, yeah. Mitchie Moses will be the 7 and the 6 will be Tommy Dearden. Esmond McKenzie says, great game. We're liking it. We're liking it. It's good to see Papua New Guinea giving it a good old crack. User says, who's better out of Cook Islands, Papua New Guinea and Fiji? Good question, because it's a difficult one. Cook Islands, they're still way more developing to go. Long way to go here. Cook Islands is definitely clear and out of third. But it's difficult how you look at this, right? Because Fiji is better when it comes to going further in tournaments and when it comes to their team on paper, more developed. Fiji is better in getting more progression across the game. However, Papua New Guinea always beats Fiji. So what do? What do you think of? Do you think Papua New Guinea's better? Or do you think Fiji's better? I don't know. I said that back to the YouTube and I sent that back to the TikTok. Do you think that Fiji or Papua New Guinea are better at rugby league? Because Fiji progress further in tournaments, they do get further, and they do have a better team on paper and whatnot, and they can compete with the likes of Australia a little bit better in New Zealand and whatnot. Should have beaten New Zealand, got robbed, in my personal opinion, that last World Cup against New Zealand. Should have beaten New Zealand. they compete a lot better there. Papua New Guinea, whilst doing what they do, they usually lose pretty well to Tonga, to New Zealand, to Australia and whatnot. So, but yet Papua New Guinea will always beat Fiji. So who do you have as better? Who do you have as better? Livy says, I need a Coke. Well, guess what? Ooh, beautiful. Ah, beautiful. Can someone let me know? Can someone update me on Nettie Brockman's run total so far? I know it was just about around the 1,300 mark when I last checked. Storm Fan says, hello, BKR Sport. Get around you. Oh, jeez, I've got to get rid of this Rooster Robbo, dude. He is a wanker. How do I get rid of him? How do I get rid of this loser? Hold on. I think I need to go block him individually. Hold on. I'll have to start up this TikTok again, guys. Give me 1 second. That guy is a knob. I'll start this. We'll go and start the TikTok up again. Hold on. Rooster Rubber. Need to block him. Short Coke is the best. Short Coke's the best. You're full of it, man. Yeah, Muppet. You are a Muppet. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-bum. See a play the Stalker. Oh, yeah, dude. He's a knob, eh? He's a knob. I don't know what's going on. Don't even know what's going on. Alright, we'll get back on. Coke sugar kills it. Kills you, yeah. Then again, so is Coke no sugar, to be fair, as well, I would say. I think he has to come into my live and comment for me to actually hide him. I don't know. Anyway. What did we do? We're not going to get into it. I just saw his name, remembered him from a few years ago, and I was like, no. At this point, man, like, when you're a content creator, right, there's only so much that you can say publicly, but in the same sense, like, I don't care as much anymore about kind of hiding these kind of things, but in the same sense, I don't want to be talking about it. You don't want to be talking about it. Yeah, nappies. Well, I'm looking forward to seeing how Fiji go, because you're going to have the Dream Buller. You're going to have Sungai Turuva. You're going to have Api Korowisau. The issue with Fiji is always the halves, because Api's not a half. Api is a 9, but they always put him in the halves because they don't have a half. They've got Brandon Wakeham 7, and they'll have the 6 will be Kurt Donahue from the Dolphins. But they usually last World Cup they put Korowisau. The last World Cup they put Korowisau into the the 7 roles. So I don't know. It'll be interesting. Can you rate Oz, New Zealand, Tonga, and Samoa 1 to 4? Oz 1, New Zealand 2. Right now, Samoa 3, Tonga 4. Vanilla Coke on top. You have a word to yourself, Storm Fan 1, 2, 3. You have a word. Have you had a wobble? You come back here. How dare you say something like that? Vanilla Coke on top. Vanilla Coke, you need help. You do. You need help. You need help. You do. Only in Melbourne, mate. Oh, mate. Those Melburnians. Exactly right, Jay. Get into him. You know, exactly right, Jay. Get into him. Nate Jason Cleary moving to England to be close to his missus. The boy is whipped. I very, very highly doubt Nathan Cleary will do that. Very, very highly doubt that Nathan Cleary will do that, mate. But we'll see about that one. Still have time, by the way, here, guys, on YouTube. Hit that like button and subscribe if you're on TikTok. Double tap and follow. But it's 16-12 to Australia. 60% possession to Australia. They were down 12-0. Their completion rate is not fantastic. But Papua New Guinea is starting to fall apart in the completion rate as well. They are. Vanilla Coke is blasphemy. Jared Troy, it really is. You know, need to have a word with themselves. Need to have a good old hard look at themselves in the mirror, that's for sure. That is for sure. Get into him, Jay. Get into him, Jay. You know. Seriously, no, Jay. Tackling opposition 20. 18 times Australia, 8 for Papua New Guinea. So when Papua New Guinea are in the 20, they actually are scoring. But when Australia are, they're not really, but 16-12, I guess. I feel like Coke is blasphemy. Just a disgrace. Time Wishart, 1 try today, 1 line break, 2 tackle butts, and 52 run meters off the bench. Doing it right, the old Time Wishart. Doing it right. Oh, there we go. That makes it easier. Now I can actually block him. Thank you for joining again. All right, there you go. Now I got to block him. Beautiful. I couldn't block him. It wouldn't let me block him. And last time it would like invite him to join the live stream to like be on the videos. That's why I ended it, because I didn't want him to join and start talking. So it was good that it showed me that he joined with his actual account, and then I was able to click onto it and hide it. There you go. Beautiful. Beautiful. That's what we like to see. But we're good now. We're good now. Still waiting here for the second half to start. Also, don't forget, there is obviously, it was 4 quarters, right? There's, at 20-minute mark, there's always a drinks break. Always a drinks break at the 20 minutes mark. Appreciate you, Campbell, and the likes for liking the stream. Double tap on the TikTok down here. You should be a mod. Jay, you know what? I've basically been, so I don't know, you don't have TikTok, Jay, but on TikTok, there's, surely you know about Ned Brockman, who is unbelievable. Just an absolutely superb human being. So I've been completely consumed. As you guys have known, I've been taking a bit of a break from YouTube and whatnot this last week. I've just been kind of kicking back here in Fiji. But I've been absolutely consumed with the life of Ned Brockman and his runs around and around and around in regards to the track where he's done 1,300 kilometres in 10 days. 1,300 kilometres in 10 days. Crazy stuff. Anyway, so basically I have been a mod there. Basically at this point, bro. I'm glad on the TikTok, Jay says. It's actually good in regards to that, because it has been really good and really motivating to see someone have that mental strength to be able to do that. But yeah, outside of that, TikTok can get a little bit depressing sometimes. Outside of it, it definitely can, for sure. There you go. Victorians resorting to vanilla coke to cope with not winning anything this year, and that's fair enough. It is actually crazy, Nate J. It is actually quite wild to see that Victorians have won nothing this year. They didn't win the NRL. They didn't win the AFL. They didn't win the cricket. They didn't win the hockey. They didn't win, I don't believe, the baseball. They haven't won any of the women's competitions, even though the AFLW is technically on right now. But I don't know. I think the Brisbane Lions are doing pretty well in the AFLW as well, to be fair. Yeah, Melbourne, I don't think have won anything. Has Melbourne won anything this year? Has Victoria won anything? Mr. Freak Show says it'd be better for Rugby League if Papua New Guinea win but go Australia. I don't necessarily know if Australians want them to lose, but with that being said, as long as Papua New Guinea compete, and I do think we've seen them compete at a good level today. I do. I think we've seen them compete well. They were 90% for most of that half. 90% completion rate for most of that half. They were up 12-0 for about 35 minutes. Oh, well, they were leading until the 35-minute mark, but they were up 12-0 at one stage. That first 10 minutes was crazy for Papua New Guinea. Everyone was going wild. So I do think we've seen at least them be competitive. Would love to see them crack on in the second half. I would love to see them crack on in the second half and give it a good go. I don't think they can win. No, I don't think they can win. But in regards to... in regards to... What was I saying? I think they can win, but I think they can play well. I think they will play well. But I hope they don't get tired. However, they've got their own weather. You know, they're used to this weather here. They are. They are used to this weather here. Victoria is the capital of sport. Greg Martin says, that is how they sound. Yeah, that's how they sound. Bryce Sense, just glad it isn't like the women's scoreline. Absolutely. And, you know, it's quite funny, right? Because the women's scoreline was 44-0 first half, 6-0 second half. So the scoreline was really blown out, but the second half was actually quite fun to watch because Papua New Guinea did hold out quite well. Australia, it was funny as Papua New Guinea were down 50-0 in the women's game, and yet there was one lady on their team that was just pumping them in regards to every time there'd be a mistake made by the Australian women's team, she would just light them up, man. She'd be like, just rampaging them for making a simple error. Like, it was wild, man. You know who else didn't win anything this year? North Sydney. That's correct, Daz. You are correct. The North Sydney Bears don't look like they're coming into the NRL. Remember when I had to argue? Do you guys remember when I had to sit here and I had people going, the guaranteed Bears are in. Chee-hoo, mighty bish. They're firing up. And I said, whoa. You know, I've heard every team under the sun's coming in. We've heard a South Island New Zealand team. We heard Papua New Guinea was guaranteed, and they weren't, 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 and they weren't. You know? And then we saw the Bears. The Bears were guaranteed here. They'll be guaranteed there. Oh, maybe the Bears could be Papua New Guinea. Maybe the Bears could be the islands. Maybe the Bears could be Perth. Maybe the Bears could be Beijing. But the issue with the Bears is that it is all their marketing. It is not necessarily the NRL. They are marketing the idea to you. The marketing is what they're doing. It's not guaranteed. The newspapers, they told you David Fafita was going to the Panthers and he was signing imminently. And that never happened. It's called marketing. Just put another Sydney team in and be done with it. No, Jay, I wish I could time you out for eternity for that comment. But you're lucky I won. You're lucky I love you. We're lucky. You're lucky, not me. Not me. Manu says Papua New Guinea are more better than now, winning momentum. Fire up, Manu. Fire up, son. Cheer you. Don't think they'll win this game, but give it a good go. That's what you want to see. Second half is about to start here, guys. Second half about to start. Hit that like button. Subscribe if you're new around here. We'll do a couple of Pacific Championship previews this week. We will do a couple of Pacific Championship previews. So put that little notification bell on. The notification. Dad's timed him out. Hey, listen, I didn't time you out, Nate. Dad's mate says sayonara. I've been saying I do, to you and you and you. AJWR says Bears suck, leave him in the bin. I'll never forgive him for the 2010s. Never. Well, all right, so second half has started here, and it's going to be the Aussies who get this ball out here to the 20 guys. Don't forget, smack that like button, subscribe, boom, double tap, follow if you're done here. Cheers, Blaze, love you too, mate. Oh, no, Jay didn't. Oh, did you only time that for a short period? For some reason, it doesn't tell me how long you timed him out for at the moment. Moderators? It just tells me you timed him out. Oh, no, don't start flirting with me, son. Don't start flirting with me. I've got to leave myself and Ed Brockman at this point, you know. So third tackle now for a straight to 40. Bear fans probably drink vanilla Coke. Bear fans are... I don't have a problem with North Sydney Bears fans. I never have had a problem with North Sydney Bears fans. Their organisation, however, I have a very significant problem with. But their fans, I've never actually... They are quite passionate. I feel sorry that they've had to have an organisation that got tarred with a brush of trying to crow a corpse of a club. Well, not a corpse, a living club that was bleeding. And they were bleeding out, the Titans were. And this little crow scumbag organisation... Anyway, we're not going to talk about them. Second tackle now at the 25. Buddy Mount drew at reception is shithouse. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me, Nate. No, does not. Thank you, Jackson Owens, for sharing the live. You're a legend, brother. And get around your Linda for following. You're a legend. So third tackle now for Papua New Guinea. They'll get this ball here to the 33. And now they'll get this ball out here to the 44 tackle. It's only 10 seconds. Mate, hey, Jazz, can you just time out for 10 seconds again just for my sake, just for my own mental health here? I'd like to do it. Manu says, I'm Alex George. I think Papua New Guinea can win. But your name says Manu. Papua New Guinea here. They kick this ball down to the corner. What do you mean, Alex George? You said he's got Manu. And now, they've got fullback. Is that K Weeks? I think it is K Weeks there who's gone back to the fullback. No, Manu. Manu Vatuvai. Manu Vatuvai. Or Manu. Joe Manu. Manu, we're going to call you Manu Vatuvai. How about that? The big old Warriors winger. Pretend it's only on field, not off field indiscretions. But we all love Manu Vatuvai. Third tackle here for Australia at the halfway point. And good run here by Sammy Mack. What a legend. Gets his ball at 35. Here they go. Jacob Little is actually crushing today. Gives that ball off. A beautiful ball. And again, a beautiful ball into K Weeks. Try time. Bushka for Australia. 20-12 with a kick to come. 20-12 with a kick to come. And KO Weeks, he comes on. And he scores immediately in that fullback role. So it is 20-12 with a kick to come. Australia has turned around a 12-0 deficit to make it 20-12 to the Aussies. Better than Lego, no Chase says. Better than Lego. Ripping Australia, Mr. Freak Show says. Mate, they're ripping in now. They're ripping and tearing now. They were struggling to start off with. Luke Brooks has had a really good game, to be fair. I tell you what, though, every man's dog would have had a Lofiana Khan Pereira for 2 tries in this game. He's only gotten the ball a couple of times. He's been locked down pretty well. Has not scored yet. So, Bowie Furman over the Gold Coast Titans. He scored first try. Ooh. Oh, yes. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. And fire it up behind it. Fire it up behind it, that's for sure. Red Freak Show says ripping Australia. Jay Hayes says Lego's the boss. Mate, it's better than Lego, son. It's better than Lego for sure. But Nath, what do you mean Mount Druitt reception shit house? Where's it not been? When did we go from not being to being to not being again? Nigel Payne says PNG will win. Well, look, I'd hope so, mate. I would love to see so, but obviously they're developing, and I think they should be very happy with how they've developed. I think they should be very happy with the productive nature of how Papua New Guinea is playing rugby league. They were at 12-0. They were playing well. They had like a 90% completion rate, but obviously the more quality of Australia has shown, and now we're seeing Australia take over to go from a 12-0 deficit to 22-12 lead, right? So we are seeing Australia kind of take over again, but I don't think that you should hold your hopes and just focus solely on the winning or the losing factor. I do think you need to see in regards to the competitiveness factor, and Papua New Guinea have shown a good competitiveness. I know. Zach Smith, thank you for liking the live. Get around you. Just making it known to new pups. Thank you very much, Nath. Thank you very much, Nath. You are a legend. So, 35 minutes to go here in the game. 10 points is the difference. The difference. Okay, so do you see what I mean? You look into that crowd again. The middle is still full. The corners down are still full. The corners up are starting to get more full. The longer the game goes, if it's close, people start to really come. If they had been leading at half time, I'm telling you, it would have been completely full. That PNG winger in the 18 jersey has been fun to watch. Oh, who was that again? That was, Dudley Dutoy. He scored a try, didn't he? Did he score that second try? I think he did. No, Robert Matthias scored. Who was the one? I swear. Well, he had a good play or something, that Dutoy. All right, Papua New Guinea with a good opportunity. Here he goes to Toy. Taking it out to 45. Aussie's got 0 last year versus New Zealand. Thanks, Nigel Payne. Australia have won about 10 out of their last 11 World Cups, mate. So I think we'll be right there, champion, in regards to the old insult, Nigel. Thank you very much for your concern. I will take your concern and I'll put it back here, and I'll get to it later, all right? But I'll take pretty much every World Cup known to man in this sport and say, wow, we lost one game. That really hurts. We did actually flog New Zealand the week before that, however, Nigel. So thank you there for your concern. So full tackle now for Papua New Guinea at the 30. Here they go, left-hand side. Give it out underneath. And, good little run here. That's Benji Cott, isn't it? I think that's Benji Cott. Yeah, Benji Cott, big fella. Nigel, how many premierships have New Zealand won, mate? I can't talk, but I'll let you do that one. I'll let you do the honours. I can talk as an Australian, just not in regards to my team. No. Josh Ryan says, is this sevens? This is not sevens, mate. This is the PMXIII game. PMXIII game. Australia nowhere near New Zealand, he reckons. You are right, Marvin, man. New Zealand win one game. They win one game, and now apparently we're not as good as New Zealand. It's like the game the week beforehand didn't even happen. Luke Brooks will kick this ball down to the corner. It's a great kick from Lukey. Or the ball bounces, but it will be coming again. You get the ball to 5. Jeez, that nearly went over the sideline. Piriraka says, New Zealand will be lucky to beat Tonga with all their injuries. It's going to be interesting to see how Tonga plays, man. It will be, because Samoa didn't treat the tournament well last year. They didn't play their stars. They played it as a youngster development. That's why they got 50 put past them twice. So I want to see Tonga put their best in motion. And we'll do a preview about that. But, you know, I'm loving Keanu Kenny playing fullback. Keanu Kenny playing fullback is a machine selection there. You know, they've still got a great team there, the Kiwis. They do. By the way, Purity, I'm not denoting New Zealand based on what I'm replying to that idiot Nigel. I'm just obviously replying to that idiot Nigel. I know how good New Zealand can be, but the stats also don't lie in regards to the overwhelming support in regards to Australia statistically. But that was a great game, and I was sitting there, I was like, well, this is shithouse. I was live streaming it then. Someone fan said, it's like saying Saudi Arabia are better than Argentina for beating them once. Correct, Australia away here, KO Weeks again. The 40, the 30, the 25, the 20. He's got around him. That's a try time for Australia, KO Weeks with a double. Bing bong. That's a double, son. That's a double there. That is a double. Too good. Weeks in for 2. Who was the one who called KO Weeks to come in? Someone called KO Weeks to come in instead of Fletcher Sharp, and he has delivered so far. 26-12 to the Aussies. 31 minutes to go here of the game. Munus is 10 points and not enough. PNG will win. Well, it's now 14 points. KO Weeks really tearing him up there. Beautiful. Olivia says, I like Nigel. Mate, listen, Nigel Thornberry, he's off it. He's off it, that's for sure. Mr. Joe, what's a master lap? Mate, master lap, it's a very good question. Now listen, the YouTube's not going to have a clue what you're talking about, Joe. Only TikTok you might understand it. YouTube's not going to know it. But master lap is something that only is known to people of the upper echelon. Like when you're looking up, you think, what's a master lap? You got the feet dangling here. You think that's a master lap. It's not a master lap. It's further up. It's further up, mate. You got to start thinking. Got to start using the old noggin there. All right, guys, 30 minutes to go here of the game. 26-12 in Australia. Hit that like button. Subscribe if you're around here. If you're on YouTube, if you're down here on TikTok, double tap and follow. Is he on track? No, I don't know, actually. Is he? What's he on right now? What is he actually on? I haven't been there for a little bit. And they will off the post. It will stay 26-12 here to Australia. The wind is very difficult here in Papua New Guinea, to be fair. It is. Very difficult. I had a time-traveling device. Thank you, Greg. Thank you, Greg. You are ahead of the weeks. You've time-travelled KO Weeks. The Aussies starting to put the afterburners on. Yeah, Joe Troy, you're starting to see the difference of quality overall. But again, I do think Papua New Guinea have been very, very good comparatively to what you would expect. But then again, since PNG's last try, it's been 64% possession to Australia, 36% to Papua New Guinea, 5 tries to 0, 7 line breaks to 1, 6 missed tackles to 19, and 821 run meters to 357. So it's a very clear difference right now. Very clear difference. Jared Troy says the Aussies starting to put that's right, I read that comment. So Australia hit the 25. It'll be second tackle now for the Aussies. They'll get this ball here, and oh jeez, I'll get smacked back actually. Jay says Greg found out how shit the future is and came back to 2024. Well, in the left hand side of the Aussies at the 30, and here they go. Go Luff, my boy, go Luffy. Oh, he's not been tapped up. No, goes Luff. Oh no, he's throwing the ball about 70 meters forward. I still love you, Luffy. You're still my hero. There goes my hero. Watch him as he throws the ball about 10 meters forward. Yikes. Yikes. Charlotte, what's a master lap? It's a great question. That's a great question. Does anyone know what it is? Does anyone know? Storm fans in Papua New Guinea have done well considering I barely knew anyone before the game started. Yeah, look, you probably think of Benji Cott. You think of... Who else? Brendan Neal, maybe. Judah Rimbu, Sylvester Hanalmo, Dan Russell, maybe Liam Horn. A couple of guys, but overall, yeah, you know, they have done pretty well for the most part. Obviously now it's starting to fall apart, but big fella, Luffy, unbelievable. No way you call that forward. It's about 40 metres backwards. Greg, it was very close to being called backwards, but then it was called forwards because it was actually so far forward that it landed in Nigeria. So it was close. Very close. Oh, here we go. We're getting raided by the Brockman army. We're getting raided by the Wommel crew. The Wommel crew. It's a legal pass in Wigan. Thank you, Nate J. Yeah, Wigan loves that. Wigan loves that. AJW says, where's Olam? So this isn't really the starting Papua New Guinea team here. So they've obviously got no Justin Olam. There's no Alex Johnston. There's no... who's their halves? Again, I keep forgetting about their halves. Oh, here we go. Papua New Guinea with a chance here at the 30. At the 25, they kick it across into the corner, and that will go over the sideline. Who else is there? Not there. Oh, Jacob Alakwinki, obviously Gold Coast Titans represent there. He's not in. Mackenzie Yeh, who's usually a big bopper as well. He's not there as well. So, yeah, this isn't the starting Papua New Guinea team either. But happy with how they've performed. Charlotte followed the live creator. Thank you very much, Charlotte. Welcome. Welcome. We start running soon. Yeah, we're gonna start doing a nice little jog around the room, around the bed. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do a jog around the bed. Yeah, Kyle Labour. That's the one where I said thank you. Yeah, Lachlan Lamb I remembered before, but not Kyle Labour. Labour I did forget. Up on the inside here, Xavier Savage will be taking out the 45, second tackle now. If you're on TikTok, keep double tapping and hit that follow. If you're on YouTube, obviously like and subscribe. Australia now, the 45, and they'll be taken down to the 43rd tackle now. Yeah, happy with Papua New Guinea so far. What's a jog around the bed? It's a great question, mate. It is. It's a fantastic question. That question is something that will go down the history books. The only question that really remains, though, is he on track? Australia here, 15 metres out, fifth tackle. 26 minutes to go here of the game. Is that Bullimore playing as a dummy half? They go left. Wishart. Here's a chance for Australia. And bang! There's my boy Loffy. Let's go, Loff. Try time for Loffy. He finally gets it. Try. Let's go, Loff. That's him. That's him, man. That's him. 12 here to Australia with a kick to come from the wing. And Loffy finally gets over. Follow it in. This is Kyle Laybut, our hero skipper. Yeah, Kyle Laybut. I couldn't remember his name before, but I could remember Lachlan Lamb or whatnot. But yeah, no Johnston, no Lachlan Lamb, no Justin Olam. I think Robert Derby as well, not here. This is a very young Papua New Guinea team. But that was a really good play there, which allowed Loffy to go over the line. Tyrone Wishart, nice little hold-up play. Gets it to Luke Brooks, who's having a fantastic game. And Sean Russell actually had lots of work to do, but he gets the ball to Loffy, and Loffy puts it in the corner. Try time for the speed machine, Mr. Freak Show says. Absolutely. He's a speed machine. He is a speed machine, the old Loffy. So he's run 105 metres a day, 2 line breaks, and 1 try. By the way, here on YouTube, we've still got a 68%. Through about 500 votes, we've got 68% Papua New Guinea, 32% to Australia. So I can tell who the main audience here has been for this YouTube video, that's for sure. I can tell who the main audience here has been for the YouTube video. 25 to go here of the game. It's a difficult kick, man. It is. Difficult kick. And it hits the post again. Damn, it was actually not a bad kick, and it hits the post again. Manu, are you confident that Fiji you beat Fiji in Fiji next week? Are you confident Papua New Guinea beat Fiji in Suva next week? Laybut brother Jack. I'm not sure. 6 straight tries for Australia, by the way. 6 straight tries. Don't forget, it was Papua New Guinea 12-0 in the first 10 minutes. And that was a crazy start. The Papua New Guineans were loud. They were getting crazy behind their boys. And unfortunately now it's just... Oh, Papua New Guinea get the ball here. Okay, here's a chance. They score here. Good on them. We'd love to see it. Well, last year's scoreline was 30-18 to Australia. And it was in Port Moresby. If they score here and then there's no more points, which I doubt, but it'll be the same score as last year. Chad choices, who is kicking? Bloody useless. Ruben Garrick. Ruben Garrick for the Manly. He's the one doing it. He only kicks good when wearing a Manly jersey. Ruben Garrick. He's flying, mate. He's flying. Oh, Papua New Guinea taken down. Loses the ball. No, why did he pull it back in? That's definitely a knock-on, referee. How have they not called that a knock-on? He dropped it backwards. That was fine, but then he pulled it back in, which is a knock-on. Crazy. Fit tackle on that to 5. Rice answers, do you think it's just coming down to fitness now or something else? Fitness ain't quality, mate. The longer the game goes on, the more it does drag out in regards to game plan. Like, that's just stupid from Papua New Guinea. Fit tackle, and they just run the ball into the line. Fit tackle, they don't go for any kick or anything. They just run the ball straight into the line. Yeah, Finlay Galea has been good at moments. That's right, Manu. You do. Papua New Guinea do usually beat Fiji. But again, Fiji just progress further in the tournament. They can play better against everybody who's not Papua New Guinea. Fiji always struggle against Papua New Guinea. But Fiji always get further than Papua New Guinea in these tournaments. They do. Like, Fiji's been in a World Cup final. Ooh, have they? No. Fiji usually gets into the semi-finals. It's a knock on Australia. Papua New Guinea get the ball hit the 48, or the 38 of Australia's side. So Fiji usually gets to the semi-finals or the quarterfinals. They should have been in the semi-finals last time, but they actually got, in my opinion, robbed by New Zealand. The time before that, in 2017, they made the semi-final. I'm pretty certain 2013, they also made the semi-final. I don't think Papua New Guinea have ever gotten past the quarter, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think so. Nate J says, Papua New Guinea had the confidence up early, crowd behind them. Yeah, for sure. Mate, they were getting rowdy behind every single tackle in that first set. That first 10 minutes, they were getting rowdy. Every tackle, every play, it was huge to see. It was so good, and that's what you love to see. But will they pack crowds out week in, week out with a 27-round season? With 12 home games? Will they pack out the crowds is what we want to know. It's all good to have these one-offs. Can they afford weekly crowds? Third tackle. Both Titans have scored and Chapo killed it earlier, so I'm pretty happy. Right, then, Titans are the greatest team that ever existed. 6 again here, Papua New Guinea. Here's a chance. 10 metres out. They give it out here. Number. Sammy Wumble. Oh, and he loses the ball on first tackle. You're kidding. And it's a penalty for being offside. He picks the ball up. You're joking. You are joking. That was such a good opportunity. They dropped the ball on first. Olivia says, just open the gates and let them in. You may as well, but it's like, you got to think. Everyone sees these crowds. Last year, the crowds weren't actually fantastic in the Pacific Championship. But you see these crowds and you think, well, if they're coming last, second last, third last, do you really think people are turning up? Do you really think that... And you know what? It's the Australian government is paying a lot of what Papua New Guinea are looking likely to develop and whatnot. So there's so much to think about. Oh, they're away here. They got away from the tackle. And Australia are going to score again. That shouldn't have happened. I don't know how Australia scored that try. But they will score a try there. Number 15, Dylan Lucas for the Newcastle Knights. He just breaks away from 3 in the tackle. And will score based on the post. It'll be 34-12 with the kick to come. That came out of nowhere. Danny Blazer Loffy going in again and a min. Mate, I tell you what, Loffy is the most beautiful man that has ever existed, Mr. Blake. He's the most beautiful man that ever existed. I'm assuming this is Blake and not Danny. I'm assuming. But it could be Danny. It could be. This is definitely one of the best PNG performances. Yeah, it is. But now Australia starting to pull away. So 20 minutes to go here of the game, guys. Obviously here on YouTube, hit that like button. Subscribe here on TikTok. Double tap and follow. But Papua New Guinea gave it a good go. Australia will win, but they gave it a good go. Gave it a good go. 1 try, 1 line break, 3 tackle busts, and 84 run made today so far for Dylan Lucas. Sammy Wabo. Again, they're crying out for a fullback, Papua New Guinea. They are crying out. You don't want to have Alex Johnson as your fullback, man. He's just not a fullback. He just isn't. I wouldn't be surprised if Papua New Guinea score a couple of tries late. They usually do this. They usually do this. By the way, I want to say, I watched a little bit of the youth performance today between the Papua New Guinea youth team and the Australian youth team, where my boy Sammy Stevenson from the Titans was in it as well. And I've got to say, they must have got those referees from Team U, man. They must have ordered them from Wish. It was definitely a product from a country that does not understand rugby league at all. There was some calls that baffled me so much, I'd had to turn it off. The score ended up 22-22, but like the tries I watched were awful from both teams. It was just absolutely diabolical, the officiating in that game. The women's game was fine. This game's been... I haven't seen a bad referee call in this game at all. However, that youth game that was on today that finished 22-22 when they missed the kick and whatnot was diabolical in regards to officiating. Dempsey says, Power to make finals next year. I think they're getting rid of Gutho for a young prop. What does that have to do with Power making finals? They get rid of Gutho. Nathan Daddy Cleary says, will Panthers win next year? I don't think that you could say no. I don't think you could say no to it. But I would say I've got Sharks and Storm ahead of them for next year with the player losses. But then again, you know, the Panthers will definitely still be there. They will definitely be around there. But they do lose Jerome Luai. They do lose James Fisher-Harris. They do lose Suya Torova. They do change a lot of their team around, which again, I know has happened for the last couple of years, but I think Luai is more important than people give him credit for. Whilst the Sharks, you know, they're going to put Nico to the 6. They're going to put Braden Trindle to the 7. They're going to have Blake Brayley firing. They're going to have Adam Fanul Blake coming into the front row, which they're desperately needing of a big-time prop, a quality prop that can come in and play that kind of role. They've been struggling in the forwards, man. They've got Britton Nakora, who's an international for the Kiwis. They've got Cameron McInnes, who is such an incredible, integral part of their team. Ronaldo Molatalo, one of the best wingers in the game. I know he makes his mistakes, but he's one of the best wingers in the game, alongside Senator Katoa, who is unbelievable international as well. Like, look at all the internationals there. Candy, not so much. But the internationals, Molatalo, New Zealand. Jesse Ramian. Has he been in Australia? Has Jesse Ramian played Australia? No. He was close to making Origin. Anyway, we go down further, and we go to the other centre there, which is Kyle Iro, not yet. And then Sonogatoa, international. 5'8", Nico Hines, previous Dally M, international. 7 Trindle, Indigenous, All-Stars. The 8 and 10 will be Adam Fanor Blake and maybe Oregon Kafusi. Who's the other? Geez, they still need another front rower, but maybe, like, obviously not as important. But Adam Fanor Blake, obviously international. Number 9, Blake Brayley, is good enough to play international, but just obviously is a part of Australia, which is very difficult to get into. Knock on the door for New South Wales, I guess. Then you've got back row, Britt Nakora, international. I tell you what, they've got a good team. McInnes has been international. They've got a good team, the Sharkies. Blah, blah, blah. So the passion for Papua New Guinea people is second to none, but that passion could get beaten out of them if their team gets flogged 40 plus every week. Not to mention the other issues like security of players. Yep, absolutely. There was a lot of... But this is the thing, right? At the end of the day, it's a business. How do you sustain the financial growth? So that's a knock on there from Australia, so it's going to be Papua New Guinea ball to 40. How do you sustain the financial growth? Because they're not going to continuously be able to... It's hard to talk about financial situation in the country, right? Because I don't want to come across as I'm saying in a negative way. But obviously Papua New Guinea is not exactly the most wealthy country. There is a lot of mining, actually. And there is a lot of mining in Papua New Guinea as well. But the general consensus do come down under a lot more of the lower financial security bracket, yeah? So how are they going to be affording tickets to the games? How are they going to be affording to, you know, take their family out for food and drink in stadium? Even though I know it's a lot cheaper because I've been to Fijian stadiums and it's very cheap comparatively to like Australian stadiums. And same thing will be Papua New Guinea. How are they going to be able to buy jerseys for them and their families? You know, all this time, right? And it has to be a constant flow. It has to be constant. And then that jersey will change next year. You find in Fiji, right, people don't usually go out and buy a jersey. Usually the jersey that you see when you're walking around in Fiji will be from someone who's gifted it to them as a Christmas present or a second-hand shop they've bought it from, right, for like $5 or $2. That's the difference. Where's that financial security and growth coming from in regards to Papua New Guinea? Papua New Guinea with chance here. Fit tackle, 4 metres out from the line. 4 metres out from the line, Papua New Guinea. Here we go. Here's an opportunity to put one over. Pass the ball out. Nakombo. That was bad defense. They might score here. They should score here. No, they knock it on. They knock it on. They knock it on. And it will be Australia ball coming out at the 10. Jason David, we were talking about you before, getting around your kicking game. I'm too busy having sexy time. My missus, Nathan Daddy Cleary, says, thank you, Nathan Daddy Cleary, for letting us know that. What do I predict the Storm to come? I think they're going to improve next year. I think they have a good chance. I think it could be a 2016 repeat. I do. I think it could be a 2016 repeat in the grand final. Until Craig Bellamy goes, I'll always have him up there. Blazer, check the score and see KP score, but the line of 29.5 is looking shaky. Please score next, Papua New Guinea. Well, third tackle for Australia, they're at the 35, 36 to 12. I think Australia will score a couple more, to be fair, but I hope I'm wrong. B says, dude, you need to see some of the Spuds in Ned's comment section. Man, we've put up with them for 10 days straight, man. I tell you what, it's good to have a bit of a break from it, but I will be there afterwards, after this game finishes and whatnot. I will be there, but... yeah, there is a lot of Spuds who have no lives, who like to hate on people who are doing things with their lives. Australia here at the 35, kick it through into the corner. Good kick. And Sammy Wumbo goes down. He'll be taken down about 1 metre out from the line. And AJ Storm makes semis lose week 2. Well, who do you have above them? Because for them to lose week 2, that means that you've got 6 better teams than them. Or 5 better teams than them, actually. Well, technically 4, because they're losing week 2. That means there's only 4 teams that are technically better than them. So who are the 4 teams that you have, Nate J, that are better than the Melbourne Storm next year? I can see the Broncos making a rise. I don't think so. I think they'll be a few years away. But I think Madge will get them going. But I do think that Reynolds is too key and important, and I think that they'll go in a completely different direction. I do. I think they'll go in a completely different direction. It's getting worse. Yeah, well, it'll get worse because it's coming to the back end, right? So you get into the... you get into the point where it's coming to the end. So more people who didn't know about it are now coming to it. You're going to get the Let's Run knob jockey community coming and getting involved and whatnot because they're shells or someone's going to do it. Like, it's ridiculous. So I'll be there afterwards. I will. But no, I think the Broncos, I think they'll be a little bit away. And Ruben Garrick, he'll get away from that. He'll throw the ball backwards and black backwards again. KO Weeks here. He's had a good game in the second half. Penrith, Dragons, Dragons, and Dragons. Yeah, Nate J, you are drunk. But it is a Sunday afternoon. It's okay to be drunk. Good on you, mate. Good on you. Oh, Sammy McIntyre slipped. Slapped, son. Slapped. And now Australia back up the middle. Lukey Brooks looking to try and get that ball away. 15 minutes out from the line. Fit tackle. 15 minutes to go here in the game. Oh, what a pass there from Galvin. And Russell. I don't know if that's a forward pass or not. No, it will be forward. It will be forward there. So, forward pass from Australia. Loffy nearly had his double. Yeah, but it will be Papua New Guinea ball at 10. When I say rise, I don't think top 3, but they'll be better with the pressure. But let's hope Knights do better. I think the Broncos have finished similarly, to be fair. I think that there is a lot of positives that you can look at for a lot of teams. The Titans will be a lot better. I don't care that people say I'm biased. The Titans will be a lot better. You can see that towards the back end of the year. The Eels will be better with Mitchell Moses being fully healthy. Dylan Brown being there. And a new style. But with that being said, a new style might really change it for the next couple of years. I think it will, let's be fair. And I think this is a big year in regards to whether Mitchell Moses stays or whatnot in 2025. And then I think that the Dragons will be still the same old team. Whether, like, some days will be good, some days shit, some days good, some days shit, some days good. Who else? Tigers will be better, but not top 8 better. But they'll be better. Oh, Papua New Guinea get to the 35. Nice and run there, fit tackle. And then who else am I thinking? Rabbitohs will be better, but I don't know if they make the 8. But Wayne Bennett probably gets them to the 8, and then they get knocked out first week or something. That'll go... That's maybe played out here. Matthias puts in a second kick, and then Australia will get the ball at the 10. So he says, when I say rise, I don't think top 3... I've read that comment, sorry. I've read that comment. I've already read that comment there. 13 minutes to go here in the game. Storm fans says, I don't really care for any teams other than Melbourne much, but I can see the Gold Coast pushing for the 8, especially if they play like they did in the last couple of months of 2024. Yeah, look, Storm fan, we're just going to get past that last month. You know, the way the Titans started the season in regards to their 0-6 start was what screwed them for the rest of the year, right? So once they went 0-6, the season was done. They were chasing the whole time. We had our little moment. Our little moment would have been fantastic if we had won a few games earlier on in the year, but we didn't. So then that meant put too much pressure on the back end, then we fell apart in the back end. So that was the issue there. But Papua New Guinea will grab that ball here at the 5 and then bring it out to 20. I'm very confident the Titans improve a lot next year, especially with RCG. Great forward pack. Fantastic forward pack. Oh, knock on something one ball. So Australia will get the ball here at the 35. Australia get the ball at the 35. Start getting worried about your bet because Australia are probably going to go in right now. The Papua New Guinea defense is scattered. It is scattered right now. They are... Bowie Firma! Bowie! Oh, he's out. Oh, jeez. Judah Rimbu saves a try. Bowie Firma. How's he not scored that? Unreal. Bowie Firma. Good run, but Judah Rimbu just finds a way. Good tackle. He's not an easy man to tackle, big Bowie Firma. Not an easy man to tackle. Not an easy man to tackle. Get her in, Emily. So 11.5 minutes to go here in the game. Bowie not the best winger. Not the best winger, the old Bowie Firma. AJWR, no. Not the best winger. 11 line breaks for Australia, 3 Papua New Guinea. Papua New Guinea just not going to knock the ball on here. Just hold the ball and get through this set. Ryson, so I enjoyed our very last game against Penrith, even though we lost. I was expecting us to get a score put on us. Trust me, I agree, mate. I agree on that one. I was going down to Penrith, expecting us to get flogged, but it wasn't to be, and I'm glad. I'm thankful. Okay, we could go Papua New Guinea away here. No way. The toy to 30. At the 25, he kicks it over the top. There's a chance in Papua New Guinea. Oh, the bounce. Try time, Papua New Guinea. Try time, Papua New Guinea. That is champagne footy stuff there. That is champagne footy style stuff. And it's 16:36 with a kick to come, Papua New Guinea. And he deserves it there. Finley Glare with a nice little chase through there. Papua New Guinea will score. Like, the game is over, man, but that is just so good to watch. That is just so good to watch there. Still think Australia's got a couple of tries left in him, but it's just so good to watch Papua New Guinea giving it a solid old go like that. Solid old go. Look at this. At the 35 on their own side of the field, Namomba with a really nice fake out to the left, and then Finley Glare gives it off to Detroy, and Detroy's been great to watch. The 50, the 45, the 40, the 35, the 30. Instead of passing it, which he probably should have done, he kicks it over the top, and the ball bounces past who he was meant to give it to, but Finley Glare following up on his outside. Beautiful. So here, bro, you don't need to keep reminding us about the bet, man. We understand what you've got, but you don't need to remind us every single comment about your bet. Appreciate it. Finley Glare, 7 tries in the Queensland Cup in 2024. All right, can they get the kick here to make it an 18-point game? And... oh, no, he's missed the kick. Oh, he's missed the kick, so it will stay a 20-point game. That's officially game over then, because that's now 4 scores rather than 3 convert tries. Man, that bounce was awful. That bounce was awful, but it ended up being perfect. It was awful, but perfect, because that wasn't who it was actually meant to be bouncing for. That wasn't meant to be who that was meant to be bouncing for. Why am I getting asked to go live with someone here? No. 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 Oh, there's a little Guana mode he went, apparently. All right, guys, 9 minutes to go here of the game. If you're here on TikTok, double tap and follow. If you're here on YouTube, like and subscribe. Bushka. Like, I know New Zealand won a big team in 2024, but that 66-0 is a lot on what can happen when they're on. 66-6 is the score, but yes. Also, 48-18 over the Bronx. No, I get it. I get it here. Oh, Papua New Guinea, huge run there, the 25. I get it, but it's like if we let you do it, then everybody does it because a lot of people are gambling and whatnot, so they spam the chat with like live commentary of what's happening. It happens quite a lot here. Second tackle here at the 30. Now they'll get this ball here to the 40 and continue a quest off. How do I do that? I don't even know. Oh, there's mirror in my video. Oh, no, I don't want to do that. I don't even know. I'm just clicking things at this point. I'm just clicking things. I don't know. I'll figure it out after. Alright. Papua New Guinea here at the halfway point of throwing the ball over the sideline. Alright, well, through 504 votes, we've got Papua New Guinea winning this game at 67%. It's not looking likely with that one, but I hope you guys are having fun. At the halfway point. Through your TikTok settings. I'll have to do that because I can't actually have someone live here because then I won't be able to hear them for starters and I'll be not even focused on them, to be fair. Second tackle now for Australia. Lukey Brooks out the back now. They give it off and at the 30-25 for Ko Weeks here. Second tackle now at the 25. Damo Cook gives it across to Lockie Galvin. Galvin's not done a great deal today. I'd say Lukey Brooks has been the man today. Lukey Brooks and Jacob Little have been fantastic. Ko Weeks may get man of the match. Out of the back here, left-hand side. Here comes Australia. Damo Cook here, 7 minutes to go. Damo Cook's still going here. Before tackle at the 15. 4 tackle at the 15. They give it across here to Sammy Mack. Sammy Mack at the back. At the right-hand side to Chance. That's not Loft. That's the other side. Xavier Savage. That's what I was thinking about. Lachlan Galvin. Galvin kicks it through. Try time for the Aussies. And that's Sammy Mack, baby. Sammy Mack. Yee-hoo-hoo. Sammy Mack under the post. And it's going to be 40-16 with a kick to come, which will make it 42-16 to Australia with 6 minutes to go. Captain Cook said the ship well. Yeah, Captain Cook's been fine. Sammy Mack with a beautiful Superman try there. Superman try. Now, surely this is the year the Storm drop off. Blah, blah, blah says, please, the fact we've said this for 10 years in a row. I don't think so, mate. I think once Craig Bellamy goes. Craig Bellamy not gone yet. How did Sam do earlier today for Oz? Sam? Who do you mean? Are you talking about Stevenson? Nearly scored the winning try. But I didn't really care and focus too much on that game because the officiating was awful. This game, the officiating has been great. Officiating the last game was great in the women's, but the officiating in that youth game was deplorable. Bra, get around you, mate. 5.5 minutes to go here, 40-16 to Australia. Yeah, Sam Stevenson, right, son. Storm fans, out of all the 6 teams in the Pacific Championship, do you agree Cook Island's the worst? Well, it's not about agreeing or disagreeing. It's about factually speaking. Cook Islands aren't developed enough yet. They haven't been produced. They haven't produced enough in this department yet. They don't have the financial systems and capabilities as these other teams do, like Australia, New Zealand, Samoa, Tonga, and Fiji. You know, like that's. I don't understand what the need is to say that. We all are very well aware of that. They're not going to be on par with the others because they're not developed enough yet. You know, Val Holmes technically is eligible to play for the Cook Islands, but you're going to see players more than likely play for Australia for financial gain, but also because they can win something with them. You know, look when Andrew Fafita and... Who was it? It was Andrew Fafita and Jason Tamalolo said, you know what, we're going to play for Tonga. And that was awesome. It was awesome to see they went and played for Tonga. But that didn't mean that they won jack. You know, it didn't mean that they won anything, right? So just because you can go and make a team really good does not mean that team's going to go on and win. And a lot of these players do still want to win. And who are people to say you aren't Australian just because you've got Cook Islander heritage or New Zealander heritage or Samoa, Tonga, Fiji, Papua New Guinea heritage? It's got nothing to do with it. If you want to go that way, then sure. But if you're born and raised in Australia, you're just as much Australian as I am. Simple as that. Oh, knock on there from Papua New Guinea at the 15. 6 more. Oh, what's happening here? Okay, Papua New Guinea 6 more at the 20. At the 20. So he's suspended will be top 4 for me. It won't be as dominant or leading the comp like they have. I've got them coming 4th. Or 3rd. 4th or 3rd. I've got them coming 3rd or 4th. So Papua New Guinea at the 15 here. They go out to the left-hand side. Here's a chance here for them to score again. Surely! I think he scored. I think he has in the wing. I think he has. Try time. Papua New Guinea on the wing. And it is at 42-20 with the kick to come. Difficult kick. It is a difficult kick here, but they sure... I don't think they'll get it. But they'll be happy with this. 20 points in Papua New Guinea is impressive stuff. Storm fan says, but then again, Fiji aren't as dominant as they were a few years ago. Why do you say that? When they had Vunivalu and all those other great wings. No way. They've got Marcus Sivo, they've got Vunivalu, they've got Dream Buller, they've got Sunga Torova, they've got Mikali Ravalawa, they've got Api Saikonowi Sao, Viliami Kikau, Tuikame Kametha. What team are you looking at? What Fiji team are you looking at? Because the Fiji team I'm looking at, they have an unbelievable team. Brendan Wakeham, they've got Kurt Donahue. What team are you looking at? Mitchell's Cook Islands have Esan Masters, they win every game. They'll be lucky to win a game. They'll be lucky. But yeah, not too sure what Fiji team you're looking at, brother. They've got a rip snort of a team. Technically, you know, Daniel Saifidi is there. They've got Daniel Saifidi in the forwards. They've also got Jacob Saifidi as well, who's Fijian. They've got a great team, Fiji. It's just the halves of the issue. And he will miss the kick. He will miss the kick there. So it will be 42-20 with 2 minutes to go here of the game here, guys. If you're here on YouTube, hit that like and subscribe. If you're here on TikTok, double tap and follow. Obviously, we are going to be here for all the Pacific Championships. On YouTube, we'll have a video probably tomorrow, Tuesday and Wednesday and Thursday with Pacific Championship previews and whatnot. I don't know if I did the Roosters and Sharks reviews. I don't know if I did. But Roosters, Sharks, Storm and Panthers reviews. Did everybody else's, though. But we will do some Pacific Cup Championships previews. But also, you've got to remember, England and Samoa are not part of the Pacific Cup or Pacific Bowl. Pacific Cup is Australia, New Zealand, Tonga. Pacific Bowl is Papua New Guinea, Fiji, Cook Islands. And then you've got the international series between England and Tonga up there, which is what England and Samoa did last year. No, sorry. England and Samoa this year, which is what England and Tonga did last year. Beery says, you back working heaps before next season starts, play? But we're firing up, Beery. We're firing up. Australia here. Bowie Firma. Lock on Galvin. Underneath, they throw it to Papua New Guinea. I'm in Fiji, mate. I'm in Fiji. They're away. He Benji caught. Oh, and then he throws the ball forward by about a mile. I'm at the 40. No, Beery, mate, I'm in Fiji, mate. I'm kicking back, son. Kicking back. Cook Islands might win against Norfolk Island. I think they'll beat Norfolk Island, mate. So first tackle now for Australia at the 50. And they'll be taking it up to 45. After the 45. And we go left-hand side. Also, this hasn't really finished yet. We think the next Titans pod episode will be a lot of interesting stuff happening like the Keenan and whatnot. Yeah, probably this week, mate. We wanted to take a bit of a break after the season finished, right? So Clarkie's had some family stuff going on, and I've had some stuff going on. So there's a bit going on for us to have that footy chat last week and the week beforehand. But next week we definitely will. Australia away here. Australia going to score. No, they're not. They're not on. Elton Collins says, when do you make an NRL vids about Roosters, Sharks, Storm and Panthers? Probably this week, mate. Probably this week. Fury says, I thought you worked bulk off season, then followed the team around when season starts. We do, man. But no, I'm in Fiji for the next month. Then I'll go back to Australia for a little bit, and then I'll come back for Christmas. And we've got big travels next year as well. Woohoo! Fine up. But anyway, guys, there we go. It is 42-20 as the final score there for Australia. Good performance there by Papua New Guinea. They actually led 12-0 before Australia came home strong. Bo Fema was great. KO Weeks was fantastic. Lukey Brooks was unbelievable. So was Jacob Little. For Papua New Guinea, you saw a good effort out of Finlay Glare. He was really good in the 5'8". Wasn't a massive finish, only one ball on the fullback. Had his moments. I tell you what, though, that winger, Dudley Detoy, he is a bopper. He is a machine, mate. Dudley Detoy is someone to look out for Papua New Guinea. Also, obviously, Sylvester Nama, when he gets the ball, he runs it hard. But Judarimbu was their man of the match for mine. Judarimbu was fantastic. Saved a try from Bo Firma and also... he just was really, really good throughout the game. I think he scored a try, didn't he? Yeah, he scored the first try of the game, Judarimbu. So, look, overall, if I was Papua New Guinea, I wouldn't be upset. I think that there is some good improvement here. And if you're Australia, you still scored 42 points, but a lot to work on. But this is the youngster team, right? But all right, guys, I'm going to jump off here on TikTok. Appreciate you. Double tap and follow. And we'll catch you next time. And then, over here, cheers to the stream, mate. Take care. All peace in the Middle East. Get around Jay. There'll be a video comes out tomorrow. Plus, we've also got next week where we got the Papua New Guinea vs Fiji game on Friday. Women's game we'll probably do as well. Plus on Saturday, we'll see if we do the women's game. But on Saturday, we'll definitely be doing the Australia versus Thailand game. That's gonna be massive. It's gonna be massive, son. It's gonna be massive. But alright, guys, like, subscribe, appreciate you, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Catch you later. See you.